Urban Cultivation, starting my immortal path from key refining level 1. Hello again, dear adventurers of the multiverse. Thanks for joining us once more on this epic journey. Remember, this story is pure science fiction from our wild imagination, so don't go trying to summon dragons in your backyard. The rights of this amazing novel belong entirely to its original author, we are only the narrators. Do you want more adventures? Show some love to our YouTube channel with a subscription and a like, and if you want exclusive content, our Patreon is waiting for you with open arms. Chapter 1. Am I dangerous? 9 Nether Hell, how dare you imprison me, the Xuantian Immortal Emperor? I'll destroy this abominable place even if it means destroying my own Danshan. Destroy it for me. In the special ward of the First People's Hospital in Jiangbei, a young man in a hospital gown suddenly sat up, his expression frantic. But when he took in his surroundings, his face was filled with astonishment, yet even more joy. Is this Earth? I, the Xuantian Immortal Emperor, am back, haha, I never thought I could return to Earth by raising the 9 Nether Hell. So cool, this is the best decision I've made in my 100,000 years of cultivation. Great, thrilled, the Xuantian Immortal Emperor realized his earth-shaking power had vanished. Nearby, a dozen men in armor stood guard, intently watching. Seeing him awake, they all perked up, watching him warily. What the hell are you looking at me like that? Am I dangerous? The Xuantian Immortal Emperor was a bit confused, but after digesting the memories, he was dumbfounded. The owner of this body is Su Yang, from one of Jiangbei's wealthiest families. He's known for his extravagant lifestyles, from drinking to whoring and gambling. Especially when it comes to women, young Master Su shows no restraint. He pursues anyone he likes, and if soft tactics don't work, he resorts to hard tactics. In the end, a saying spread among Jiangbei's aristocratic circles, young Master Su bites even a female mosquito. That would be fine, but 2 days ago, young Master Su did something earth-shattering. Because he didn't want to go to school, the day before school started, this idiot actually ordered 50 bulldozers and razed the school overnight. For the sheer thrill of bulldozing, this idiot even drove the bulldozer himself, fighting on the front lines. He was accidentally succumbed to the construction debris and died. Bulldozing the school? You're so arrogant, you idiot. Besides, they're already bulldozing, and you're just throwing yourself in there to get killed. How foolish. No, if I scold him, I'm scolding myself. You can't scold me. The Immortal Emperor Xuantian frowned, disgusted but forced to accept Su Yang's identity. From today on, he's the Su Yang Master. Puff. Just then, a man in military uniform nearby suddenly plunged a needle into Su Yang's body. Wah, what's going on? Before Su Yang could react, he collapsed onto the hospital bed, his consciousness beginning to blur. The eldest young master compared school to hell, and after waking up, he kept saying he pushed the ball well. He has violent tendencies. We must not let him go. Anesthetic administered, the head of the family has ordered that the eldest young master be taken back to the Su family immediately after he regains consciousness. Half an hour later, at the Su family manor, the head of the family, Su Shenbing, looked at Su Yang lying in bed, seething with anger. I'm so pissed off, that bastard. Just then, a young man in a suit and tie entered and demanded, Godfather, what's got you so mad? The man was handsome, wearing gold-rimmed glasses, and looked refined. His name was Su Jinghan, Su Shenbing's adopted son, currently responsible for the Su family's business. Su Yang woke up earlier, Su Shenbing replied, suppressing his anger. Big brother was awake. Su Jinghan glanced at Su Yang lying on the bed, a cold and doubtful look in his eyes, as if to say impossible. But on the surface, he said with concern, Godfather, is Big Brother okay? Why did he fall asleep again? Xiao Ting injected him with anesthetic. This Xiao Ting is so bold. As the captain of the Su family's secret guards, he dared to give the eldest young master anesthesia, Su Jinghan said angrily. I told Xiao Ting to do this, he was just following orders. Godfather, why? Su Shenbing gritted his teeth. That kid, Su Yang, after waking up, actually said the school was hell, a place of suffering and evil, and that demolishing it was the best thing he'd ever done. Damn it. This is the first time I've heard someone hate school so much. What kind of future can a guy like him have? How could I have given birth to such a jerk? Su Shenbing was furious and said, if I had known this would happen, I should have kept him back 20 years ago to prevent him from bringing disgrace to the Su family. Meanwhile, Su Yang, lying in bed, was upset. He had already woken up when he arrived at the Su residence. After all, he was an immortal emperor soul, so a mere anesthetic wouldn't be much of a problem. However, Xuantian didn't fully grasp the situation, so he pretended to be asleep for a while. Furthermore, he had a question in his mind. Since young Master Su dared to drive the bulldozer before, there must have been security measures in place. How could he have been implicated? He was a playboy, but he was not stupid. This matter was definitely not that simple. Xuantian speculated that perhaps someone had orchestrated this, specifically to get rid of young Master Su. Sure enough, Xuantian had caught a glimpse of resentment and unwillingness in Su Jinghan's eyes. Could it be that he had orchestrated all this? Xuantian frowned, searching for memories of the school bulldozing incident, only to hear Su Shenbing trying to hold him back. Wow! Hold him back? Look everyone, is this something a father would say? Xuantian was immediately displeased. He sat up and said with a sullen face, Dad, even a tiger won't eat its own cubs. Swish. In an instant, Su Shenbing and Su Jinghan both looked over. Brother, you're awake. Su Jinghan pushed his gold-rimmed glasses and said excitedly, Great. I knew you were destined for good fortune. Really? Why do I feel like you're just dying? Little bastard. At this moment, Su Shenbing gritted his teeth and said, You're finally awake. If I don't beat you to pulp today, I'll eat shit. Dad, no cheating for food and drinks, Xuantian said seriously. Cheating for food and drinks? Fuck you. Su Shenbing was furious. He pulled out his belt and walked towards Xuantian with a gloomy face. Chapter 2, Has the bastard changed his nature? Dad, stop pretending. You don't dare to really hit me, otherwise my sister will definitely not let you go when she comes back, Xuantian said indifferently. In addition to Xuantian, Su Shenbing also has a daughter. Su Jingguo, Xuantian's biological sister, is 10 years older than him. She has loved Xuantian since childhood. In the Su family, Xuantian is a useless person with no knowledge or skills. But Su Jingguo is different. She has an amazing talent in martial arts and has learned the true teachings of Su Shenbing. She is even better than her teacher. As early as 5 years ago, Su Jingguo joined the army as a woman, and fought east and west, invincible, and made a name for herself. The name of Jingguo, the goddess of war, resounded throughout China, and the Su family also rose to a higher level and became the undisputed #1 wealthy family in Jiangbei. The reason why young Master Su is fearless is because he has Su Jingguo's support. Su Jingguo is a brother Khan. Her love for young Master Su is terrible and paranoid. No matter who provokes Xuantian, they will have no chance, not even Su Shenbing is an exception. I remember a few years ago, Xuantian got into big trouble. After drinking, he gave his fiancée's best friend. In short, it was a big deal. Su Shenbing was furious and beat Xuantian with a belt. Su Jingguo heard the news and came back. She dragged Su Shenbing to spar. As a result, Su Shenbing did not go out for 3 days. It was said that he was beaten with a black eye and swollen face and was too embarrassed to see anyone. Afterwards, Su Jingguo said, Su Shenbing, if you dare to hit my brother again, I will smash your head. From then on, Su Shenbing did not dare to touch Xuantian at all. Thinking back to what happened that year, Su Shenbing could not help but shudder and put away the belt silently. There was no way. He was afraid to spar with his daughter. It was too scary. You little bastard, stop trying to scare me with these women. Your sister has a misunderstanding about your mother's death. Once I clear it up, I'll give you a good beating. Also, stay home for the next few days, and don't even eat. You won't eat until you admit your mistakes. Jinghan, let's go. Let him reflect on this. Leaving this, Su Shenbing led Su Jinghan out of the room. I didn't expect your sister to be so intimidating. That's awesome. After they left, Xuantian's eyes glared. But, true strength is the truth. Su Jinghan, this kid's really good at hiding things. Xuantian's memories were fragmented, and now he remembered something. The idea of demolishing the school had been jokingly proposed by Su Jinghan. At the time, Xuantian had complained about the hardship and fatigue of school, and he didn't want to suffer the pain of going. He asked Su Jinghan how he could skip school. Since it was Su Shenbing's idea to send Xuantian to school, Su Jinghan had no other options, so he joked that the school wouldn't open until they were razed to the ground. The speaker didn't mean it, but the listener took it seriously. Young Master Su really took the idea to heart, and immediately arranged for someone to contact a bulldozer to demolish the school that night. However, one of the bulldozer drivers had a stomachache, and young Master Su didn't want to waste time and avoid being stopped, so he went up and drove the bulldozer himself. As a result, he was crushed under the rubble and seriously injured. He was rushed to the hospital for 2 days but eventually died. The whole thing seemed to be connected to Su Jinghan, and his purpose was simple. Su Shenbing only had Su Yang as his son, and Su Jingguo was a woman who would eventually marry and could not take over the Su family. As long as Su Yang died, Su Jinghan would naturally become the heir to the Su family. He never imagined that after sending away the dandy young Master Su Yang, he would invite the Xuantian Immortal Emperor Xuantian. Just a minor character, nothing to fear. My priority is to regain my strength. This body is rubbish, drained by alcohol and sex, leaving me feeling completely insecure. With this thought, Su Yang sat cross-legged on his bed and began to practice the technique he had acquired in his previous life. However, he soon made a startling discovery, and was instantly overjoyed. 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique. Holy crap! It's the 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique. This is a supreme technique coveted by countless powerful beings in the immortal realm. It once sparked a fierce battle among the 10 great immortal emperors, but in the end, no one ever obtained it. Why did it appear in my mind? 9 Nether Hell, 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique. Could this technique be related to the 9 Nether Hell? Did I destroy the 9 Nether Hell and thus obtain the 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique? Haha, this is a blessing in disguise. Starting with the 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique, I'll practice it again. When I return to the throne of Immortal Emperor, I'm sure I'll be able to sweep across the immortal realm. Su Yang was overwhelmed with excitement. He then closed his eyes and studied the 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique intensely. This set for a whole day and night. Now, Su Shenbing's room. Xiao Ting, how is that loser Su Yang? Did he sneak out? Su Shenbing asked. Reporting to the patriarch, the eldest young master is still in his room. Huh? Why is he so obedient this time? Su Shenbing wondered. Has this little bastard changed? Foster father, big brother hasn't eaten in a day and a night. His health is urgent. Send someone to bring in some food, Su Jinghan said with concern. No, starve him. I know my son. That loser won't last much longer. Su Shenbing refused, believing Su Yang was just pretending. 3 days later. Su Yang still hadn't left his room, concentrating on practicing the 9 Nether Prison Suppression Technique. What? 4 whole days, Su Yang's still in his room, and he hasn't eaten a single bite. You said he was sitting cross-legged, like he was fasting? HMPH, that bastard, what's up again? Jinghan, go get him out, let him out and let him go. Get as far away as you can. I don't want to see him anytime soon, Su Shenbing said impatiently, actually worried about Su Yang's health. Although young Master Su was a loser, he was still Su Shenbing's own flesh and blood, so how could he not care for him? However, Su Yang noticed Su Jinghan the moment he arrived outside his door. Don't come in. Go tell my dad I'm losing weight and tell him not to bother me. Su Yang, absorbed in his cultivation, found a random excuse to send Su Jinghan away. Losing weight? Fuck him. Losing weight? I called him a loser in public, and he's just trying to pick a fight with me. Upon learning this, Su Shenbing slammed the table in anger, gritting his teeth and shouting, You little bastard, you won't come out, right? You won't eat, right? Okay. I'm going to play you for real. Xiao Ting, take 10 secret guards and completely seal off Su Yang's room. Don't come out, don't even think about eating until he admits his mistake. Su Shenbing spoke harshly, but in reality, he loved Su Yang deeply. It was just his way of expressing his fatherly love. When he had previously put Su Yang in solitary confinement, it was just talk, he hadn't assigned anyone to guard him. As Su Shenbing had said, he understood his son. Su Shenbing knew Su Yang wasn't being honest and would definitely sneak out, rather than suffer in his room. But this time, he was serious, sealing off the room, preventing Su Yang from escaping even if he tried. Su Yang naturally noticed the secret guards outside, but ignored them and continued his cultivation. In his previous life, he had been the Xuantian Immortal Emperor, cultivating a divine technique. While not as complex as the 9 Nether Prison Technique, it wasn't something that could be mastered casually. With his experience from his previous life, Su Yang's training in the 9 Nether Prison Technique was much faster, but it would still take several days. 3 days passed in a flash. Su Shenbing was now panicking. 7 days had passed, and Su Yang hadn't had a sip of water or a grain of rice. Could he have fainted from hunger? Damn it, what the hell is he trying to do? Is he trying to starve himself to death? It's so annoying every day. This bastard, can't he just give me a break? Su Shenbing couldn't help himself and wanted to go to Su Yang's room to check on his son. Chapter 3, Doesn't Mr. Su have any dignity? At this moment, inside the room, the 9 Netherworld prison suppression art has 12 levels. This immortal emperor spent 7 days finally mastering the first level. Reaching the first level of key training, Su Yang sat cross-legged on the bed, spreading his hands. A ball of spiritual energy emerged from his palms. Earth's spiritual energy is too thin. If I were in the immortal realm, I would definitely be able to condense a golden elixir in 7 days, but fortunately, the first level of key training is enough. At least those secret guards outside the door pose no threat to me. I can slowly improve my strength in the future. Bang! At this moment, the room was suddenly pushed open. Su Yang had sensed this and retracted the spiritual energy in his palm. He took a closer look and chuckled softly. Dad, what are you doing here? I came to see what you're up to, Su Shenbing said with a sullen face. You little bastard, you haven't eaten for a week. That must be tough. Admit your mistake now, and I'll let you out. Admit. Su Yang got off the bed and smiled. That's impossible. I'll never admit my mistake in this lifetime. Dad, if you want to put me in solitary confinement, then keep me there. I don't want to go out anyway. Su Yang was speaking the truth. Improving his strength was the most important thing right now, and secluded cultivation suited him perfectly. Can you bear not going out for 7 days? Yeah, Su Yang replied calmly. He usually counted his retreats in years. Even a simple nap would take him 10 or 20 years. Compared to that, 7 days was too short. Fuck. Did the construction debris make you stupid? Before, you'd be jumping around in a panic if I didn't go to the high-end club to see my little sister for 2 days. Now you've been holding it back for a week. Are you still my son? Su Shenbing's face was filled with disbelief. Su Yang pondered for a moment. His current strength wasn't strong enough, so he needed to maintain his image as young Master Su. This would save him from unnecessary trouble. You little bastard, you're still fighting me, aren't you? Su Shenbing suddenly said. Right. Su Yang took advantage of the situation and said, Dad, I'm your son after all. You keep calling me a loser, calling me a bastard, and even putting me in solitary confinement, starving me of food. I'm not happy. Fuck you. What the hell have you done? What's wrong with a few scolds? Get out of here. Stop being an eyesore, Su Shenbing said, his face etched with dismay. I won't leave. You can lock me up if you want, and I'll have to leave if you want. Don't you think young Master Su has any respect? Su Yang raised an eyebrow. Fuck you, kid, stop being so arrogant. If you don't want to leave, just stay in your room forever. Fine, just starve me to death. Anyway, my sister will get justice for me when she gets back. Hearing Su Yang mention his sister, Su Shenbing panicked and gritted his teeth. Damn it, little bastard. Tell me what it takes for you to get out. Hey, easy. Give me $1 million. I spent all my pocket money on hiring a bulldozer. Damn it. You've been waiting here for me all this time. No wonder you haven't sneaked out these past few days. Turns out your card's empty. Su Shenbing thought his son had changed, having held back for 7 days without sneaking out to a high-end club. He never imagined it wasn't the room that held this jerk back, but poverty. Honestly, Su Shenbing was a little disappointed. He had this one and only son, the one who should have taken over the Su family and led it to prosperity. But, damn, young Master Su was a complete playboy. How could a father not be disappointed? However, Su Shenbing's disappointment in Su Yang had turned to despair. He simply gave him 1 million and told him to get the hell out of here. After Su Yang left, Su Shenbing instructed Xiao Ting, who was standing by him. This kid even dared to destroy a school. There's no guarantee he'll do something even more drastic. Keep an eye on him and report his whereabouts to me. Yes, Xiao Ting received the order and vanished. Xiao Ting had fought alongside Su Shenbing on the battlefield and was his most trusted subordinate. Now serving as the captain of the Su family's secret guards, his power was unfathomable. Su Shenbing supposedly assigned him to keep an eye on Su Yang to prevent him from doing anything drastic, but in reality, he was protecting him. Su Shenbing was such a man that he sensed a hint of conspiracy as soon as the school demolition incident broke out and had already dispatched people to investigate. Su Yang didn't know if there were any cultivators on Earth. Right now, the most important thing was to improve his strength. This body was very weak, so Su Yang planned to get some herbs to cleanse his essence and marrow, while also restoring his kidney function. There was no other way. The original host's excessive sexual indulgence had strained his kidneys. If he didn't recover soon, he would eventually become unable to lift an erection. So Su Yang headed straight for Jiangbei's largest pharmacy. As for Xiao Ting, lurking in the shadows, he'd naturally noticed, but he simply didn't point it out. Not long after, Su Yang arrived at the pharmacy and bought a large number of aphrodisiac and kidney tonifying traditional Chinese medicines, such as actinolite, daughter seed, goji berries, and the like. Young Master Su had originally planned to buy a tiger penis, but since tigers are now a protected species, the pharmacy didn't sell them. He had no choice but to substitute farm deer penis. While the effect was a bit less pronounced, it wasn't a major issue. In his previous life, Su Yang's ascension to the throne of Immortal Emperor was entirely due to his mastery of elixir refining and formation techniques. While the herbs he bought at the pharmacy were commonplace, they could be used to immense effect in his hands. To maintain his image as a dandy young master, Su Yang didn't return home after purchasing the herbs. Instead, he followed his memory and headed to the Jade Finger Fairyland, Jiangbei's largest upscale club. Xiao Ting, why aren't you going back yet? What's the matter? Do you want to follow me in and observe my operations and steal my skills? Su Yang said to the heir before entering the club. Young Master Su wanted to open a private room in a high-end club to concentrate on refining pills, so he naturally had to drive Xiao Ting away to avoid exposing himself. After noticing Xiao Ting's departure, Su Yang quickly walked into the Jade Finger Wonderland with a large bag of medicinal materials. With the arrival of young Master Su, the Jade Finger Wonderland immediately exploded, and more than a dozen sexy technicians swarmed over. Looking at all the health clubs in Jiangbei, who doesn't know young Master Su? Who doesn't know that young Master Su is generous? Which technician in this line of work doesn't want to spend the night with young Master Su? The original host is really not picky about food and meat. He can even do this kind of bastard. Su Yang looked down on these technicians, but still opened a supreme private room and picked two technicians, one with big breasts, and the other, also with big breasts. Young Master Su, I heard you raised the school. So cool. You're the only one in Jiangbei who dare to do that, of course. Young Master Su is the most powerful young master in Jiangbei. Raise a school is nothing. Young Master Su, I've admired you for a long time. I'll make sure you're well served tonight. Arriving in the private room, two beautiful technicians approached, clinging to Su Yang like an octopus. However, Su Yang waved his hand, and the next second, they both fell unconscious. This is ridiculous. Trash like you dare to dream of possessing this immortal emperor's body. Su Yang glanced at them briefly before withdrawing his gaze and refining the elixir. The marrow cleansing and kidney nourishing pills were only entry-level elixirs. In Su Yang's experience, they could be made without an alchemy furnace, though it would be more complicated. Meanwhile, Xiao Ting returned to the Su family estate to report the news to Su Shenbing. What are you talking about? That loser actually realized you were following him, Su Shenbing exclaimed in surprise. Is this true? Xiao Ting, you're not lying. Chapter 4, Going to the Club with Tonic. Master, it's absolutely true, Xiao Ting replied truthfully. That's impossible. You've already reached the stage of Huajin. There are only a handful of people stronger than you in Jiangbei. How could Su Yang have discovered your whereabouts? Su Shenbing couldn't help but ask, where is that guy now? In the Jade Finger Fairyland, Xiao Ting continued, the young master bought a lot of medicinal herbs and took them to the Jade Finger Fairyland. Here's the prescription. Medicinal herbs? Su Shenbing took a look at the prescription and was immediately furious. Actinolite, daughter seed, deer penis, damn, all aphrodisiacs. This is the first time I've heard of someone bringing aphrodisiacs to a high-end club. Is he planning to use them to boost his energy while also nourishing himself? What a talent! Su Shenbing gritted his teeth in anger. That bastard is getting worse and worse. He's made me lose face. Master, don't be angry. I feel like the young master is different now. He can sense my presence. He must be. Xiao Ting tried to comfort Su Shenbing. Bullshit. That kid was definitely fooling me. He guessed I'd send someone to follow him. Why don't you use that much cleverness on studying? Oh, what a misfortune for our family, Su Shenbing sighed, his eyes filled with disappointment. He had originally thought his son had changed since waking up, but when he heard that young Master Su had taken aphrodisiacs to a high-end club, he suddenly realized how ridiculous he had been. How could a good-for-nothing who had been a playboy for 20 years change so suddenly? Godfather, Dr. Hu is here." At this moment, Su Jing'an suddenly walked in, leading an elderly man in his 60s. Su Jing'an bent half his body to lead the way for the 60-year-old man, treating him with great respect. "Divine Dr. Hu." Su Shenping stood up with a smile, walked over to greet the 60-year-old man, then turned his gaze to Su Jing'an and scolded him. "Jing'an, Divine Dr. Hu is of noble status. As the head of the Su family, I must go out to greet him. This is a sign of respect for Divine Dr. Hu." "Who asked you to, Master Su? Don't be so polite." The second young Master Su was about to come in to inform you, but I stopped him. "I have a close relationship with your old man. There is no need to be so formal," Hu Shimeo continued. "Where's old Master Su? The most urgent thing now is to stabilize old Master Su's condition. Divine Dr. Hu is very open-minded. Please come this way." At the mention of the old man, Su Shenping's face darkened and he hurriedly led the way for Hu Shimeo. The old man of the Su family was called Su Qianqin, and he was now over 90 years old. During the war, Su Qianqin enlisted in the army. With his iron fists, he conquered half of China, ushering in a peaceful and prosperous era. After the war, he shed his glory, retired, and lived in seclusion in Jiangbei. Within the Su family, his word carried the day, and it's no exaggeration to say he was the family's pillar. Even Su Jingguo held him in awe. While Su Jingguo dared to challenge her father, Su Shenping, to a sparring match, she never dared to act rashly in front of him. In the entire Su family, only Su Qianqin could control Su Jingguo. This also led to the eldest son, Su Qianqin, fearing him. Whenever he met his grandfather, he would drop his dandy demeanor and act like a well-behaved child. Su Qianqin had heard vaguely of Su Yang's exploits, but he simply didn't bother to pay attention. Su Yang was uneducated and lacked any martial arts talent, making him a worthless person who didn't need any discipline. Those who knew the Su family knew that Su Qianqin was the family's foundation, and as long as he lived, the family would prosper forever. However, recently, Su Qianqin's health has been in trouble. His old injuries have relapsed, and he can't even get out of bed. This made Su Shenping extremely anxious, and he quickly invited the genius Dr. Hu Shimeo. "Master Su, is that a prescription in your hand?" Just as he was about to see Su Qianqin, Hu Shimeo suddenly saw the prescription in Su Shenping's hand and said dissatisfiedly, "You don't see two doctors for the same illness. Master Su, since you have already hired someone to treat the old man, I will not interfere. Farewell." "Wait, Dr. Hu, you misunderstood." Su Shenping handed over the prescription and explained, "I didn't hire anyone. These are a few Chinese herbs that I picked up at random. If you don't believe me, you can take a look." Hu Shimeo took the prescription and glanced at it casually, but the next moment his eyes lit up. He studied it attentively for a few minutes, and then clapped his hands excitedly. 3 grams of actinolite, matched with 2 grams of cuscuta seeds, and the amount of goldfire leaves is just right. Wonderful, wonderful. Hu Shimeo, who is over 60 years old, has gray hair, but his eyes are shining at this moment. He couldn't help asking, "Master Su, may I ask who prescribed this medicine for your son?" "There should be no one. He just randomly picked the medicine himself." "Impossible, absolutely impossible. This is a top-notch tonic prescription. It is gentle and harmless to the body, and it has miraculous effects. The person who can prescribe such a prescription must have better medical skills than me," Hu Shimeo said firmly. But my son has never seen a doctor before. He just picked it up at random. That loser has been overindulging himself and went to the club today. I'm probably worried about his health, so I just grabbed some nourishing Chinese medicine," Su Shenping said. "Even if this prescription is truly effective, it must be a case of a blind cat catching a dead mouse. Is it just luck?" Hu Shimeo smiled with interest. "Master Su, if there is a chance, I will definitely meet your young master. He is just an uneducated loser." "It's a complete waste of your time to meet him," Su Shenping said disdainfully, and then led Hu Shimeo to the old man's residence. It was not until nightfall that the two of them emerged from old man Su's room. "Dr. Hu, how is my father's condition?" Su Shenping asked with concern. "It's barely stable. The old man suffered a serious injury when he was young. If it were an ordinary person, he would have passed away long ago. It's only because the old man has profound skills that he can hold on until now." Hu Shimeo sighed and responded, "I can only treat the symptoms, not the root cause. I'm afraid no one in the world can completely cure the old man." "Master Su, You have to be mentally prepared. Yeah, Su Shenping nodded with a gloomy expression when he heard this, and then asked, Dr. Hu, you know very well how important the old man is to the Su family, so please keep the matter of the old man's illness confidential for the time being. Don't worry, I know what to say and what not to say. Hu Shimao agreed. Thank you, Dr. Hu, you're welcome. Hu Shimao looked around and then asked, Master Su, it's already evening, and your son hasn't returned home yet. Chapter 5 Wang Fuge. That good for nothing, he's lucky to sleep at home for 10 days out of the 365 days a year, and he usually spends the night outside. Su Shenping asked curiously, Dr. Hu, why are you asking about him? You don't still think he has a talent for medicine, do you? I told you, he just picked up the prescription casually, and he probably doesn't even recognize the names of all the herbs. Haha, I just asked casually. Hu Shimao smiled and said, by the way, I heard that young Master Ling drove a bulldozer to flatten the school. Hearing this, Su Shenping's face darkened instantly. He felt very embarrassed, and said awkwardly, well, my son is a playboy. I'm sorry to embarrass you, Dr. Hu. It's normal for young people to do some incredible things. Master Su, do you have any arrangements for young Master Ling in the future? I'm completely desperate for him. I might as well let him eat, drink and have fun, Su Shenping said truthfully. Master Su, you can't say that. Jade cannot be made into a useful object without being polished. Your son simply lacks refinement. We should still send him to school. School? Su Shenping smiled bitterly. He dared to demolish a century-old prestigious university. Which school would dare to accept him now? I'm currently a professor at Bohemia University and have a certain influence. Master Su, I'll arrange for your son to attend university. Hu Shimao smiled. If your son has no talent, consider it my help to relieve your worries and ensure he has a place to study. If he's gifted, I will definitely accept him as my student. I hope Master Su won't stand in my way. Bohemia University, located in Jiangbei, is the top medical school in all of China. The president is a stubborn old-fashioned man. Some time ago, Su Shenping offered money to send Su Yang to Bohemia University, but was flatly rejected. It was a good thing he was rejected, otherwise Bohemia Medical School would have been demolished. This prestigious university, a hub of talent from across the country, boasts countless experimental results and data. If Su Yang were truly rejected, the consequences would be disastrous. Even old Master Su wouldn't be able to protect him. Su Shenping had once been deeply grateful for this. Now, Su Shenping was a bit bewildered. His good-for-nothing son had a chance to attend Bohemia University? Dr. Hu valued Su Yang so highly. Could that bastard truly possess a gift for medicine? Master Su, what do you think? Hu Shimao asked. Su Shenping came back to his senses and said with a hurried smile, of course, no problem. I'll just trouble Dr. Hu. No problem. Hu Shimao smiled and said, don't forget to have your son register at school tomorrow. It's getting late, so I'll go ahead. Goodbye, Dr. Hu. After seeing Hu Shimao off, Su Shenping felt a little excited. I've never loved studying and have little education. I never thought my family would have a college graduate. Haha, this kid Su Yang finally made me proud. With the Su family's wealth, even if Su Yang didn't take the college entrance examination, he could basically choose any university in the country. However, this was a grievance from his ancestors, and ultimately it was not a glorious thing. So Su Shenping had previously been indifferent to Su Yang's university acceptance. But now, his son had inexplicably won the favor of Dr. Hu and was able to attend university without using his family's influence. And it was the nationally renowned Zhejiang University. This made Su Shenping feel a little proud, so much so that he even ignored the fact that his son was a loser. Actually, it wasn't Su Shenping's fault. Su Yang had never once let him hold his head up high since he was a child. Just now, in front of divine Dr. Hu, although he had said with disdain that Su Yang had randomly picked up the prescription, he felt quite proud. When disappointment in someone reaches its peak, even the smallest achievement can be magnified infinitely. Su Shenping felt this way right now. Xiao Ting, bring Su Yang to me from the high-end club immediately. I have something to ask him. Forget it. That kid's been holding it in for 7 days. It's really hard on him. Let him have a good night. The old man's still awake and needs company. I'm going over there. Tell Su Yang to come see me as soon as he gets home. Su Shenping gave the order and then turned to pay his respects to Su Qianqian. In the afternoon, Su Yang had refined the marrow cleansing and kidney nourishing pills and had already consumed them. He sat cross-legged, spiritual energy surging through his body, and a yellowish impurity continuously emanated from his body. This cycle lasted for half an hour before fading. On the surface, Su Yang now looked much the same as before, but in reality, he was a world apart. Before, he was frail and pale, the image of a dandy who'd indulged himself in excessive sexual activity. But now, Su Yang looked thin in clothes and muscular without. His face had regained color, and his eyes, in particular, were sharp and intelligent. Upon closer inspection, he looked a completely different person. The cleansing of essence and marrow was successful. The kidney water is now abundant. Finally, it's done. Su Yang stood up, stretched his muscles, then undressed and headed for the shower. 5 minutes later, he emerged wrapped in a towel. Young Master Wang, young Master Su is working in there. You can't go in. If you upset young Master Su, it'll be troublesome. Please don't make things difficult for me, get out of here. Young Master Su and I are so close that we even share the same underwear and bathe together every now and then. What's wrong with me watching him spar with a beautiful technician? Just then, a familiar voice rang out from outside the private room, followed by a short young man who rushed in, ignoring any dissuasion. Young Master Su, my dad has threatened to kill me, and you're still giving me a foot massage. Hurry and save me. The short young man, about 1.6 meters tall, was thin, with shifty eyes and a monkey-like appearance. His name was Wang Fuge, the eldest son of the Wang family, one of the 4 great families in Jiangbei. He was akin to young Master Su, having followed young Master Su around since childhood. He followed young Master Su wherever he pointed, and was incredibly obedient. The moment Su Yang saw Wang Fuge, memories of him instantly flooded his mind. The original host arranged for Wang Fuge to contact this bulldozer. Could he be in cahoots with Su Jinghan? Su Yang frowned, carefully examining Wang Fuge while sorting through his memories. Wow, Master Su, you've been so strong after not seeing you for a few days. Tell me the truth, did you take any tonic? Okay, I treat you as a good brother. Good brother, you have such a strong medicine but you didn't tell me. The baby is unhappy. Wait, the bed is. After Wang Fuge entered the box, he took a quick look, his expression suddenly froze, and he was shocked when he reacted. Fuck, 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 Wang Fuge shouted 3 times in a row, his small eyes always staring at the bed not far away. What the hell, what's the fuss? Su Yang regained his composure and frowned. Wow, Master Su, you are awesome, I admire you, Wang Fuge said with admiration. Master Su, from now on you are no longer the #1 playboy in Jiangbei. I, Wang Fuge, would like to call you the #1 tough guy in Jiangbei. Chapter 6 It's shit or not. Shit? Shit, coming out? Damn it, that's the impurities I expelled after cleansing my essence and marrow. What a bold association. Birds of a feather flock together, and young Master Su's subordinates are truly talented. Su Yang scowled, get lost. Who told you that was shit? Isn't that yellow shit? Young Master Su, stop pretending. You can't fool me. Wang Fuge quickly approached Su Yang and excitedly asked, Young Master Su, tell me what medicine you're taking. It's really powerful. I want to try it too. Wang Fuge left the door open after entering the private room, where many people were watching. Su Yang, feeling embarrassed, glared at Wang Fuge fiercely, then turned to the middle-aged man next to him and ordered, You're the manager here, right? I need to explain that this thing on the bed isn't shit. Believe me, okay, I'll definitely believe what young Master Su says, the manager whispered. Well, thank you for your trust. This made young Master Su feel very comfortable. The more he looked at the manager, the more he liked him. He said calmly, in that case, please have everyone disperse quickly and stop blocking the door. No problem, it's just... Young Master Su, we have all the rules. You can't mistreat the technicians. Please be gentler next time, or I'll be in trouble, the manager mustered up the courage to whisper. Haha, young Master Su is awesome, you're having a blast, young Master Su, the toughest guy, I can't help but admire you, young Master Su, can you share some of your experience? I want to be as tough as you, the people around him started to tease. Damn, after all this time, you still don't believe me. You've got sauce in your crotch, it's shit, but it's shit. Fuck you. Su Yang's face darkened completely, and he simply stopped explaining, yes, I'm that tough. Get the hell out of here. Seeing young Master Su's rage, everyone present, including the manager, fled in panic. Young Master Su, you're brave and responsible, and you're honest and upright. Well done. I'm proud to be your younger brother. Wang Fuge was extremely pleased. Shut up. Su Yang stared at Wang Fuge, his eyes suddenly sharp, and asked coldly, Wang Fuge, where were you when I drove the bulldozer to flatten the school 10 days ago? You and I are usually inseparable. Why didn't you accompany me to flatten the school that day? Damn it. Unexpectedly, Wang Fuge jumped up at the words and shouted, Young Master Su, you have the nerve to ask? I was just trying to clean up your mess that day. Did you really forget, or do you want to burn your bridges after crossing them? Speak clearly. What's going on? Su Yang frowned. Fuck, just say it. Why are you taking it so seriously? Wang Fuge continued, the other day, a bulldozer driver had diarrhea, and I was going to take over, but then Li Kiki came looking for you with a baseball bat. You were so scared you turned pale and told me to go deal with her. Young Master Su, look at my face. It's still blue. Even if I don't have any credit, I've worked hard. Wang Fuge's face was filled with grievance. Li Kiki? Su Yang had an impression of this girl. She was the second daughter of the Li family. Her sister, Li Fixun, was young Master Su's fiancée, arranged for him since childhood. What does Li Kiki want with me for? Do I have a grudge against her? Su Yang demanded. Damn, the day before the school was demolished, you knocked her sister, Li Fixun, unconscious and gave her to Zhao Wenbin. Do you say you have a grudge against her? He knocked his own fiancée unconscious and gave her away? Su Yang remembered. Damn, young Master Su, that idiot, really did something like that. The incident stemmed from a dog-fighting bet with Zhao Wenbin, the third young master of the Zhao family. Young Master Su, nearly broke, was provoked by Zhao Wenbin and impulsively used Li Fixun as a bet. As expected, young Master Su was defeated miserably. Young Master Su, with no other virtues, simply accepted defeat. That evening, he arranged to meet Li Fixun, then knocked her unconscious and handed her over to Zhao Wenbin. Fortunately, Li Kiki arrived at the critical moment and took Li Fixun away. Young Master Su, realizing the situation was amiss, had already fled, escaping the disaster. However, while the school was being demolished, Li Kiki suddenly arrived, demanding to teach young Master Su a lesson on behalf of her sister. Under these circumstances, young Master Su could not face Li Kiki, so he dispatched Wang Fuge to deal with the situation. After Wang Fuge left, he took control of the bulldozer and was subsequently engulfed by construction debris. If Li Kiki hadn't come, Wang Fuge would have driven the bulldozer, and he would have been the one to die, and Li Kiki was an uncontrollable factor. Whoever orchestrated this scheme wouldn't be so foolish as to kill themselves. Wang Fuge can be ruled out as a suspect. With this analysis, Su Yang's chilling tone faded. Young Master Su, stop spouting nonsense. My dad's trying to kill me, and you're the only one who can save me now. I helped you fend off Li Kiki and took a beating. Don't just go back and burn your bridges. At this moment, Wang Fuge clung to Su Yang's arm tightly, as if grasping at straws. Two grown men, what's the point of hugging each other? Let me go. Su Yang shook off Wang Fuge and asked, what's wrong? What happened? Why did your father hit you? He knew it was me who contacted the bulldozer for you and almost killed you. He had to beat me to death to make amends for you. Wang Fuge cried and said, young Master Su, we are good brothers wearing the same underwear. You can't just watch me die. Even a tiger won't eat its own cubs. Why are you so afraid? Your father won't really beat you to death, young Master Su. I'm not like you. I'm the only child in the family and I have a big-time older sister. If your father hits you, your sister will avenge you with 2 punches. Wang Fuge complained, I have 2 younger brothers. Their academic performance is better than mine. In my dad's eyes, I am a negative example. He beats me without mercy and just rolls up his sleeves to do it. You are so pitiful. Tell me, how can I help you? Su Yang said with a smile. My dad used to be your dad's adjutant. He has great respect for you. And since you're a victim, if you're called to plead for me, he'll definitely give you that favor. Wang Fuge pulled out his phone and looked at Su Yang with a pleading look. Su Yang didn't refuse and called Wang Fuge's father. Where have you been, you bastard? Get back here. You're not going to school right now, but you're trying to disrupt the school with young Master Su. Isn't that the kind of idiot you'd do? What did the school do to you? Well, it's all right now. The school's been postponed. No, they've been removed from the Education Bureau, leaving thousands of students without a place to go. I despise idiots like you who don't want to study and yet disrupt others' studies. As soon as the call was connected, Wang Baoquan's exasperated growl was heard from the other end. Ahem, Su Yang interrupted, clearing his throat. Uncle Wang, this is Su Yang, Su. So it's young Master Su. Just call me by my name. I don't deserve to be called Uncle Wang. Wang Baoquan instantly changed his demeanor, becoming respectful. Well, Wang Baoquan, I called to clarify that the idea of raising the school was all my idea and had nothing to do with Wang Fuge. Su Yang went straight to the point. I'm awake now and recovering well. Don't blame him anymore. Okay, young Master Su, you've done a good job promoting the school. You're really a thoughtful and opinionated person. That shabby school is like a birdcage, trapping young men and women in their prime all day long. I've wanted to raise it a long time ago. Wang Baoquan continued to flatter him. I knew that bastard Fuge would not do something as big as raising a school for the benefit of the students. Young Master Su, please take the time to teach him a lesson and let him learn more from you. Chapter 7, Insightful. Okay, Su Yang couldn't help but laugh. No wonder he's my dad's adjutant. He's definitely a talent for flattery. Wang Fuge, standing next to him, blushed. Dad, what the hell? Didn't you just say that bullshitting the school was stupid? Why now? Ahem, young Master Su, I'm busy right now. I'm hanging up now. To mask his embarrassment, Wang Baoquan hastily hung up the phone. Bah, my dad is such a hypocrite. But it looks like I've dodged a bullet this time. Wang Fuge breathed a sigh of relief, then hugged Su Yang's arm, tears streaming down his face. Young Master Su, thanks to you, I love you so much. You're my destined man. It's a pity I'm not a woman, otherwise I could have given you a good time, but, well, actually, I don't think being a man or a woman is that important, Wang Fuge said shyly. Young Master Su, how about I lie down now and cooperate with you? Get lost, Su Yang shrugged, shaking Wang Fuge off. Damn, this guy is so fucking disgusting. Woo. Young Master Su, you're so mean. I was planning to tell you a secret, but now it seems unnecessary, Wang Fuge cried. Get lost. If you keep being disgusting, I'll take you abroad for sex reassignment surgery and turn you into a real woman, Su Yang threatened, then said calmly, what secret? Tell me now. Hearing Su Yang's words, Wang Fuge's legs tightened in fear, and his body shuddered uncontrollably. Tisk, you can't even take a joke, how boring. Wang Fuge curled his lips and said, young Master Su, I heard that today is my future sister-in-law, Li Fixun's birthday. She's booked the Joseph restaurant, and many of Jiang Bei's young masters are going. Should we join in the fun? No, Su Yang was not interested and shook his head in rejection. I heard that Zhao Wenbin is going too. He is an ardent pursuer of my future sister-in-law. Young Master Su, let's go and take a look, Wang Fuge continued, speaking of Zhao Wenbin, this guy has made a fortune recently. First, he won a large sum of money from you. Then, when I asked him to contact the bulldozer, he cheated me out of 2 million. I was so angry. Huh? Su Yang frowned and said, did Zhao Wenbin help you find the bulldozer? Yeah, I don't have any connections. I was just worrying about how to contact him, and Zhao Wenbin took the initiative to deliver it to my door. Wang Fuge gritted his teeth and said, this kid is a scoundrel. He said that there is no formal procedure and that we will be punished for demolishing the school. We must pay more. In the end, he asked me for 3 million. I thought about it, and it made sense. 50 bulldozer drivers followed us to take the risk of demolishing the school. Who would be willing to do it if each of them didn't get 50 or 60,000? So I gave it to them, but later I found out that Zhao Wenbin didn't distribute all the money. Each driver only got 20,000 yuan, and he cheated himself out of 2 million, Wang Fuge said indignantly. Young Master Su, you only gave me 2 million back then. That 2 million was my life savings, and it was all swallowed up by that bastard Zhao Wenbin. I went to him for an explanation, but he flatly refused to acknowledge it. It pissed me off. Su Yang's eyes narrowed slightly upon hearing this. If Zhao Wenbin had contacted the bulldozer, then this matter must be his fault. Furthermore, although Su Yang hadn't met Li Fixun yet, she was his fiancée after all. Zhao Wenbin, that bastard, had previously schemed against young Master Su, using Li Fixun as a gamble and nearly got her. Now he was still pursuing her, which made Su Yang very uncomfortable. He had to meet him. With this thought in mind, Su Yang smiled softly and said, Wang Fuge, let's go to Joseph's restaurant. What the hell?
Young Master Su, aren't you going? You're my brother. Zhao Wenbin dared to cheat you out of 2 million. I'm definitely going to get your money back, Su Yang said with a righteous tone. Young Master Su, you are so good to me. Wang Fuge was extremely grateful and flattered him. You are handsome and loyal, with both good looks and justice. How can there be such a perfect person like you in the world? I must have used up all my luck to be your brother. Shut up, let's go to Joseph's restaurant. Su Yang couldn't stand it anymore and interrupted with a dark face. He is so good at flattering. It turns out that flattery is an ancestral skill of the Wang family, and each generation is better than the previous one. Next, Su Yang and Wang Fuge went to Joseph's restaurant together. They arrived at their destination around 8 o'clock. Just as they were about to go in, the receptionist outside the door reached out to stop them. Sorry, the restaurant is booked tonight. Please go back, the receptionist said apologetically. You're blind. You even dared to stop young Master Su. Seeing this, Wang Fuge pointed at the receptionist's nose and threatened, do you believe that young Master Su has 100 ways to make you unable to stay in Jiangbei, Su? Young Master Su, the receptionist was stunned and collapsed to the ground, crying and begging, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. Please let me go, the girl is not bad looking, young Master Su. How about letting her serve you for a night as atonement, Wang Fuge said casually. No, the receptionist's face turned pale at the words, tears welling up in her eyes. Forget it, ignorance is not a crime. Su Yang looked at the receptionist and waved his hand, saying, you can go. Thank you, young Master Su. The receptionist felt relieved and ran into the restaurant, wiping her tears. Young Master Su, this chick deserves an 8.5. It's so rare to meet such a beautiful woman, and you let her go like that? That's not your style. Wang Fuge was a little surprised and continued, in the past, let alone an 8.5-point beauty, even a middle-aged woman in her 30s or 40s would not be easily let go if she was offered to you. Why have you changed your ways now, middle-aged woman? Holy crap. How cruel is this idiot, young Master Su? It's terrifying. Su Yang despised the original host, but to maintain his persona, he said, you know shit, I'm not afraid of a bad woman playing with ambiguity, I'm afraid of a 30-year-old woman. She understands everything you don't, and she can do everything you can't. She's mature, steady, and charming, captivating and intoxicating. Su Yang smiled playfully. The most important thing is that she's able to control herself freely, without feeling tired at all. Damn, Wang Fuge's eyes lit up at this, and he exclaimed admiringly, brilliant. Young Master Su's summary is spot on. I'm in awe, you still have a lot to learn. Take your time. Su Yang patted Wang Fuge on the shoulder and strode into Joseph's restaurant. Wang Fuge followed closely behind him, like a tail. At this moment, Joseph's restaurant. Supreme Box. Although the place was reserved, there were only a dozen of these rich second-generation people, and the box could easily fit them all. They reserved the place because they didn't want to be disturbed. Did you know that young Master Su woke up a week ago? He's so lucky, he survived being buried under steel and concrete. I heard that young Master Su's first words after waking up were good job leveling the school, and that leveling the school was the best thing he'd ever done. Haha, I heard that too. Young Master Su refuses to repent, and his father put him in solitary confinement, and he hasn't been released yet. Your news is delayed. I just got word that young Master Su has been released from house arrest. It said he bought a lot of nourishing herbs, then went straight to Jade Finger Fairyland and took 2 beautiful technicians to a private room. We don't know what happened after that, but the female technicians are unconscious. There was a lot of yellow stuff on the bed, and some people said it was feces. Holy crap, young Master Su is as good as it gets. He's awesome. Several young men were discussing Su Yang's deeds, drawing laughter from the crowd. Meanwhile, a woman in a ginger-colored cheongsam sat in the main seat opposite the door, her brows slightly furrowed. If you are listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means it was downloaded and re-uploaded without effort. We warmly invite you to visit our channel, Fanfic World. There you will find the original version of this story and many other novels of various genres. We look forward to seeing you dive into a world of incredible novels. Chapter 8 Li Fixun. Her face was exquisite, her complexion icy and delicate, her beauty truly breathtaking. Her demeanor, elegant yet tinged with a touch of coolness, made her a true beauty, a sight to behold. She was none other than the eldest daughter of the Li family, Li Fixun. With her peerless beauty, Were she not young Master Su's fiancée, she would have so many admirers that even a fifth grader couldn't count them all. Overhearing everyone discussing young Master Su, Li Fixun's beautiful face betrayed a hint of displeasure. She gritted her teeth and declared, "Don't mention Su Yang in front of me. I don't want to hear his name." Everyone in the room fell silent. A young man in a suit and tie stood up and said, "I'm sure everyone has heard about what happened a few days ago. I knew young Master Su was a playboy, but I didn't expect him to be such a bastard. I was just joking and casually mentioned using Fei Zhuan as a bet, but he actually agreed." The young man was Zhao Wenbin, and he continued, "Moreover, after losing the game, he really knocked Fei Zhuan out and handed her to me." Having said that, Zhao Wenbin adjusted his tie and then said seriously, "But I, Zhao Wenbin, am open and honest. How could I take advantage of someone in distress? So I contacted Li Kiki and asked her to take Fei Zhuan back to the Li family. So that's the case. No wonder Li Kiki was able to arrive in time. Young Master Zhao is upright and admirable, Miss Li is stunningly beautiful, and young Master Zhao can remain calm. He has such good character." The rich second generation around him suddenly realized and praised Zhao Wenbin highly. "Okay, this is what I should do." Zhao Wenbin raised his hand to silence the crowd, then continued, "You all know how much Fixun hates young Master Su right now. Don't mention young Master Su anymore, or Fixun will get angry." "Fixun, no one will say any more. Calm down. It's not the right time to get angry on your birthday," Zhao Wenbin said gently, looking at Li Fixun. "Yes." Li Fixun smoothed her hair back from her forehead and smiled, "Thank you, young Master Zhao." Although she thanked him outwardly, Li Fixun didn't feel any warmth towards Zhao Wenbin. Instead, she felt a certain dislike. She couldn't quite put her finger on the reason, but she simply disliked him from the bottom of her heart. "Hey, what's your relationship? Don't be polite with me," Zhao Wenbin replied with a smile. Just then, Su Yang and Wang Fugan entered the Supreme Box. Su Yang's eyes instantly fell on Zhao Wenbin, and he said calmly, "Zhao Wenbin, what's your relationship?" Suddenly, everyone's eyes were on Su Yang. "Su. Young Master Su," Zhao Wenbin was startled, then chuckled softly, "Why are you here? Answer my question. What's your relationship with my fiancée?" Su Yang stared at Zhao Wenbin and said calmly, "Friends," Zhao Wenbin explained. Slap. As soon as Zhao Wenbin finished speaking, Su Yang raised his hand and slapped him on the left cheek, saying, "Fuck you. If we're friends, just say no." "You were so vague, I misunderstood." Su Yang, Zhao Wenbin covered his face, glaring at Su Yang with resentment. He gritted his teeth and said, "I know you lost to me in a dogfight, and you're upset. If you want to hit me, just say it. Why are you looking for excuses?" "Oh, you make sense." Su Yang nodded in agreement, then said, "Then I'll tell you something. I'm going to keep hitting you." With that, Su Yang raised his hand and slapped Zhao Wenbin hard across the face. The slap sent Zhao Wenbin falling to the ground, and he screamed in pain. "Su Yang, that's enough." At this moment, Li Fixun suddenly declared, "It's my birthday today. You're not welcome here. Please leave." Upon hearing this, Su Yang's gaze fell on Li Fixun, and he was momentarily stunned. The Empress. The Empress. It was the Azure Phoenix Empress. Su Yang couldn't help but conjure up a scene. Beneath the vast starry sky, the Empress, clad in a dazzling rosy robe, bathed in the awe-inspiring starlight, was peerlessly stunning. Her eyes radiated an unparalleled nobility, repelling all who followed. The Azure Phoenix Empress, the ultimate power in the immortal realm, the goal pursued by the Xuantian Immortal Emperor his entire life. But when he reached the Emperor realm, he realized the vast gap between himself and the Azure Phoenix Empress. To bridge the gap between him and the Azure Phoenix Empress, the Xuantian Immortal Emperor ventured into the Nine Nether Health for cultivation. However, he was schemed against by several other great emperors in the immortal realm and trapped there for hundreds of years. Finally, one day, unable to endure any more, the Xuantian Immortal Emperor chose to self-destruct, thus being reborn on Earth. The Azure Phoenix Empress, why is she here? Su Yang was so excited that his breathing quickened, but once he came to his senses, he felt relieved. The Azure Phoenix Empress is incredibly talented and her strength is unparalleled. This woman just looks like her. A smile crossed Su Yang's lips. But this Earth is getting more and more interesting. First I obtained the Nine Nether Prison Suppression art, and now I've encountered a replica of the Azure Phoenix Empress. Su Yang, do you hear me? Please leave. Li Fixun gritted her teeth. Future sister-in-law, please talk it over.
Young Master Su and I just arrived and haven't eaten yet. Wang Fugen followed in and tried to smooth things over. Shut up, Li Fixun angrily declared. I'm not your sister-in-law. Even if I die, Li Fixun, will never marry Su Yang. Ahem. Hearing this, Su Yang rubbed the bridge of his nose and said, well, Fixun, don't be so harsh. I think we can still get along well. Having failed to marry the Blue Phoenix Empress in his previous life, marrying a pirated one seems like a good idea in this new life. Su Yang, are you interested? Li Fixun stared at Su Yang with her beautiful eyes, gritting her teeth and saying, 5 years ago, you forced yourself on my best friend, and she ended up pregnant. How dare you talk about getting along with me, damn it. Young Master Su was so cruel. He slept with his fiancée's best friend and even got her pregnant. No wonder Li Fixun hated him so much. But this was young Master Su's doing. What does it have to do with me, Su Yang? Ahem. Su Yang concealed his embarrassment and explained, Fei Zhuan, listen to my explanation of this matter. Don't talk. Your sister, the god of war, has already explained it for you, Li Fixun said coldly. She said you were thinking about me. Pregnancy and childbirth are too hard. You did it for my own good, so you went to my bestie and asked my bestie to suffer in my place. Su Yang, is that how you want to explain it? Damn. This explanation is invincible, sister YYDS. Su Yang said shamelessly, ahem, that's what I thought at the time, you, shameless. Li Fixun became more and more angry as she spoke. Su Yang, let's forget about the past. I almost forgot about it after 5 years, but a few days ago, you didn't change your ways and actually lost me to young Master Zhao as a bet. Fortunately, young Master Zhao was honest and didn't take advantage of me, otherwise I would hate you for the rest of my life. No, I will hate you for the rest of my life now. You want me to marry you, unless I die? Li Fixun said with a firm look in her eyes. Hearing this, Su Yang's eyes fell on Zhao Wenbin, whose face was red and swollen. Damn it. How could this guy be so good at doing things? It was you who proposed to bet Li Fixun. Young Master Su is such a good gambler, he would give Li Fixun to you if he lost, but you clicked report instead. Is that polite? Chapter 9. Is he serious? Zhao Wenbin's hair trembled under Su Yang's gaze, and he swallowed nervously. Then, he hurriedly said, Fixun, my dad just sent me a message saying something's going on at home, and he's urging me to come home. I'm leaving first. Well, goodbye, young Master Zhao. Thank you for calling Kiki that day. Li Fixun thanked him again. You're welcome, Zhao Wenbin casually agreed, then turned to leave. Stop. At this moment, Su Yang coldly said, did I let you go, young Master Su? I'm willing to accept the loss. It's just a dog fight, isn't it? Are you really targeting me? Zhao Wenbin gritted his teeth and said, if you keep this up, Huan Jiangbei will dare to gamble with you in the future. Young Master Su had 2 major passions in his life, women, and gambling. He dabbled in dog fighting, card games, and car racing. In the past, young Master Su had a terrible gambling habit, refusing to admit his losses, and yet he was the most powerful young master in Jiangbei. Even if he defaulted on his debt, no one dared to say a word. Although no one said it on the surface, everyone gradually stopped gambling with Su Dashao. This made Su Dashao, who was addicted to gambling, miserable. He paid off all his debts and then reintegrated into the gambling circle of the rich young men in Jiangbei. And since then, Su Dashao has been willing to accept defeat and never default on his debts, and his reputation is very good. Zhao Wenbin knew Su Dashao's weakness, so he said the above words. However, the current Su Dashao is no longer the original playboy gambler. Bang! Su Yang slapped him across the face, then sneered, fuck you. Who said I was targeting you because I lost a dogfight? 10 days ago, I didn't want to go to school, so I wanted to bulldoze the school. I paid Wang Fugi to find a bulldozer. Su Yang stared at Zhao Wenbin and continued, and I heard you helped me find the bulldozer. Yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the bulldozer I found. Zhao Wenbin's face changed drastically, and he said hastily, your accident has nothing to do with me. It's your fault for not being able to operate the bulldozer, and that's why you got buried. Seeing Zhao Wenbin's expression change, Su Yang knew it must have been him. However, the Zhao family was just a small clan, and Zhao Wenbin was an uneducated, incompetent man. He certainly couldn't have orchestrated such a large-scale scheme. There had to be someone else behind the scenes. This person was most likely Su Jinghan, young Master Su's sworn brother. But there was no evidence, and Su Yang didn't want to alert the enemy, so he said, I didn't say it had anything to do with you, but, Zhao Wenbin, you are too black, aren't you? You accepted 3 million from Wang Fuge, Su Yang said impatiently, now I'll give you a chance. Spit out all the money you took, and I'll pretend nothing happened, otherwise don't blame me for being rude. Su Yang stared at Zhao Wenbin in frustration, and said angrily, I am willing to admit defeat, but I'm not stupid. No one in Jiangbei dares to steal my money. Zhao Wenbin breathed a sigh of relief when he saw this. A sneer flashed across his lips, but he hurriedly said on the surface, I'm sorry, Mr. Su, I didn't know you were going to contact the bulldozer, so the quotation was a bit higher. I will transfer the extra money to your card now. Fuck, Zhao Wenbin, so you mean to cheat me, right? Wang Fuge was furious when he heard it, and gritted his teeth and said, damn it, this is too bullying. Ignoring Wang Fuge, Zhao Wenbin transferred 2 million yuan to Su Yang via his mobile banking app. He then said, young Master Su, the money's been transferred. Can I leave now? Yeah, that's more like it. Su Yang nodded in satisfaction. Then, squinting at Zhao Wenbin, he chuckled softly, now I have the capital. If there's a chance, I'll arrange a dog fight and win back all the money I lost to you. Zhao Wenbin, who had initially felt the pain of losing 2 million yuan, suddenly beamed with joy. Dog fighting? Haha. This money-giving kid is giving me money again. I'll win back the 2 million yuan sooner or later. Okay, young Master Su, let's make an appointment another day. Zhao Wenbin agreed and hurriedly left Joseph's restaurant. Su Yang, you want to disrupt my birthday party, right? Fine, I'll call Kiki and have her deal with you, Li Fixun said through gritted teeth. Kiki, Su Yang's lips curled up. Fixun, do you think I'm afraid of that damn girl? What a joke, young Master Su is awesome. These 2 million are all my fortune, which I have saved for a long time. I thought it was all gone, but I didn't expect that you really got it back, Wang Fuge said gratefully, you are worthy of being my good brother. For your money, you stepped up to teach that idiot Zhao Wenbin a lesson. It feels so good, young Master Su, you are so righteous. It's great to be your brother in this life. My card number is in your transfer record. Transfer the money to me quickly, Wang Fuge said ecstatically. Money? Su Yang asked in confusion. What money? Wang Fuge had a face full of question marks, then smiled bitterly and said, don't make trouble, Mr. Su, give me the money quickly, otherwise I will become a pauper. Seeing Wang Fuge's expression, Su Yang stopped joking and said, I have a use for these 2 million. Leave it with me first, and I will pay you double in a few days. What use can you have? Damn, Mr. Su, you don't really want to have a dog fight with Zhao Wenbin, do you? Wang Fuge was surprised at first, and then advised, don't do that, Mr. Su, you will definitely lose. Besides, the last time you lost the dog fight, you directly stewed and ate a dog you raised for a year. Now you don't even have a dog. How can you compete? Don't you open a dog farm? I can just pick one from you when the time comes. Damn it, Mr. Su, the dogs raised in my dog farm are all pet dogs, Teddy, Husky. If you use it to fight Zhao Wenbin's pit bull, you will be bitten to death. Don't worry about that. Just drive me home. I'm tired. Su Yang lay in the passenger seat and closed his eyes. It's over. It's all over now. 2 million is going to go down the drain again. Wang Fuge was unhappy, but he still started the car and drove away in a black Mercedes. As soon as Su Yang returned to the Su family, Xiao Ting appeared and said respectfully, Master, the head of the family has been waiting for you in the study for a long time. Chapter 10, Su Shenping for the country and the people. I understand, Su Yang nodded, looking at Xiao Ting, analyzing the situation in his mind. Xiao Ting exuded an aura distinct from spiritual energy. It must be internal energy, and it was incredibly powerful. Su Yang speculated that Xiao Ting's attainments in this area were undoubtedly significant. However, internal energy was vastly different from spiritual energy. Spiritual energy could completely eclipse internal energy. There was no way around it. One practiced martial arts, the other cultivated immortality. There was no comparison. Although Su Yang was only at the first level of key training, he was confident he wouldn't lose to Xiao Ting, and even, with some effort, could defeat someone of Xiao Ting's level. However, Su Yang didn't know Xiao Ting's level of strength or how many such masters there were in Jiangbei, so he hinted, Xiao Ting, I've been trying to figure something out these past few days. If I knew martial arts, perhaps I wouldn't have been buried a few days ago, so I want to learn martial arts.
Su Yang looked at Xiao Ting and continued, Xiao Ting, do you think it's too late for me to practice now? Not too late, but it's very strenuous, and I don't think the young master can persevere? Xiao Ting replied, somewhat surprised. It's okay, I can handle hardship. Su Yang smiled, then changed the subject. Xiao Ting, you're the captain of the Su family's secret guards. You must be very powerful, right, my dear young master? I'm just average. Xiao Ting's words were humble, but his expression betrayed a hint of arrogance. He continued, however, in all of Jiangbei, there are no more than 10 people stronger than me. 10? So, it seems my current strength is already among the best in Jiangbei. Su Yang understood and smiled, you're so amazing. You must teach me when you have the chance. Yes, Xiao Ting agreed respectfully, but he didn't take Su Yang's words to heart. In his eyes, Su Yang was just an idol, unmotivated, and good for nothing. His martial arts training was probably just talk, a passing fad, nothing to be taken seriously. Unfortunately, he didn't know that Su Yang was now a master who could rival him. Su Yang naturally noticed Xiao Ting's perfunctory attitude, but he didn't care. He simply wanted to know if Xiao Ting was considered strong in Jiangbei. He had no intention of learning martial arts from him. I'm a cultivator. What kind of bullshit internal energy? I don't even care. Next. Su Yang strode over to Su Shenbing's study and pushed the door open. The moment he entered, he noticed Su Shenbing watching a pornographic movie on his laptop. Yes. One of those peculiar pornographic movies with a sound on, especially stimulating. Who's there? Noticing someone coming in, Su Shenbing hastily closed his laptop and glanced over warily. Upon realizing it was Su Yang, Su Shenbing gritted his teeth in anger. You little bastard, don't you have manners? Don't you know how to knock first? Sorry, I'm wrong. Next time I come in, I won't knock. Su Yang pulled over a chair and sat across from Su Shenbing. You won't knock next time? Su Shenbing's face darkened at his son's words. Dad, what were you watching? Su Yang asked abruptly, a playful smile on his face. Ahem, Su Shenbing was slightly embarrassed. I'm not reading anything. I'm just studying the enemy's traditional culture. Knowing yourself and the enemy is the key to victory, Su Yang suddenly realized, so that's how it is, Dad? You've worked hard, still studying so hard so late, that's nothing. For the prosperity of China, a little hardship and fatigue doesn't matter to me, Su Shenbing said righteously. Damn. Where's your face? You can even say such things, Dad, where's your face? Su Yang quickly changed the subject, otherwise he would really laugh out loud, so he said, Dad, you called me here, what's the matter? Yes, I have something to ask you. Su Shenbing remembered why he had come to Su Yang, and stared at Su Yang with a pair of fierce eyes. He asked, Su Yang, I heard from Xiao Ting that you picked up a lot of herbs today. Who gave you that prescription? Su Yang had noticed Xiao Ting before, so he naturally guessed that he would report the collection of herbs to his father, and he already had a plan in mind. No one gave me a prescription. I just picked up some herbs at random to replenish my body, Su Yang said with a smile. Just picked it at random, the genius Dr. Huashimiahu has seen your prescription. It is top-notch. Even he was amazed. He kept saying that the person who wrote the prescription is more knowledgeable in medicine than him. How could it be picked at random? Su Shenbing kept staring at Su Yang, his eyes were extremely sharp. Su Yang, you are not hiding something from me, are you? I really just picked it at random. Maybe it was a coincidence, Su Yang explained. I guess I was buried under the rubble a few days ago. I almost died. God took pity on me, so I got lucky. Really? Su Shenbing was skeptical, but still retracted his gaze and said lightly, forget it, I won't ask any more questions. You get ready and report to the university tomorrow. What the hell, I still have to go to school. Su Yang got angry reflexively when he heard it, and smiled bitterly. Dad, are you kidding me? Be more careful, who has time to joke with you? Wow, what school is so bold as to accept me? Aren't they afraid of being bulldozed? Not only did young Master Su not want to go to school, but Su Yang also hated it from the bottom of his heart. I'm the mighty Xuantian Immortal Emperor, and even the 9 nether hell couldn't hold me there, and now I'm being confined to a shabby school? What a joke. If this gets out to the immortal realm, will my reputation as an immortal emperor still be in tatters? It's Bohemia University, Su Shenbing said solemnly. Su Yang, I'm warning you, Bohemia University is not the same school you raised before. This is China's top medical school. It has a lot of important experimental data. If you dare to destroy it,
Even if your grandfather comes forward, he can't save you." Su Yang smiled bitterly and said, "Dad, can I not go?" "No, not everyone can enter Bohemia University. Some time ago, I wanted to donate 100 million to exchange for a freshman place for you, but I was rejected." Su Xianbing continued, "This time, thanks to Dr. Hua's intervention, you have the opportunity to study there." "Dr. Hua?" Su Yang frowned and said, "Why did he harm me?" "No, why did he help me?" Dr. Hua saw the prescription and thought you had a talent for medicine. Su Xianbing warned, "Dr. Hua is very optimistic about you, little bastard. When you get to school, even if you pretend, you must pretend to be diligent and studious. Don't let Dr. Hua down, let alone offend Dr. Hua, otherwise I'll make you look good." "Okay, go back and rest, and go to school early tomorrow." Su Xianbing waved his hand. "Got it." Su Yang was unhappy, but still agreed. At present, he is only at the first level of key training. He can deal with Xiao Ting's level, but he will be powerless when encountering a stronger master. Therefore, the best choice now is to maintain steady development and don't waste time. When I condense the golden elixir, no one can force me to go to school. "Dad, you should also rest early." Leaving a word, Su Yang turned and walked out. "Hey, don't worry about me. Although I am very tired now, I can't rest yet. I still have to study the traditional culture of the enemy country for a while and try to find their weaknesses as soon as possible." As he said this, Su Xianbing showed a righteous look, and the haggardness on his face was heartbreaking. However, Su Yang, who knew the truth, paused when he heard this. Dad, you are really shameless. If I wasn't afraid of embarrassing you, I really want to borrow a pen to talk to you." Chapter 11, Damn, what you fear will come true. After leaving the study, Su Yang went straight back to his room, where he sat cross-legged in meditation and quickly entered a state of cultivation. Now that he had successfully cleansed his essence and marrow, it was time to improve his strength. However, the earth's spiritual energy was now depleted, and the speed of cultivation was slow. Su Yang initially estimated that it would take at least 10 years to break through to the 9th level of key refining. As for condensing the golden elixir, it would probably be impossible without decades of accumulation. This made Su Yang very distressed, but he could only practice step by step. The next day, early in the morning, Su Yang was awakened by the sound of knocking on the door. Then, Su Jing'an's voice came from outside the door. "Brother, it's getting late, you should get up and go to school." "I know," Su Yang responded, then pushed the door open and walked out. "Brother, congratulations." At this time, Su Jing'an said with a smile. Su Yang's gaze fell on Su Jing'an and he frowned and said, "What are you congratulating me for?" "Congratulations, big brother, for being able to go to Bohemia University," Su Jing'an said with envy. "Bohemia University is one of the top 3 universities in China. I didn't expect that big brother would turn a disaster into a blessing and get the opportunity to go to Bohemia University. Brother, my godfather must have spent a lot of money this time, otherwise Bohemia University would not give in," Su Jing'an asked tentatively. Haha, Su Yang could see that the envy on Su Jing'an's face was not fake, so he deliberately angered him and chuckled softly. "Yes, it cost a lot of money. I told my dad not to waste money on me, but he didn't listen and insisted on arranging for me to go to Bohemia University." Su Yang sighed and said, "Hey, my dear brother, can you understand how much pain I am in?" Su Jing'an's eyes flashed with strong jealousy, which disappeared, and then he smiled. "Brother, you are your adoptive father's biological son, he should love you, but I don't want to go to school." Su Yang complained at first, then changed the subject and said, "Brother, last time you asked me to raise the school, it was a good idea and helped me a lot. Do you have any good ideas this time?" "I really don't want to go to school, brother." Su Jing'an was startled and hurriedly said, "I didn't ask you to raise the school. Don't say that. I was just joking at the time." "Really? Why do I feel like you have been planning this for a long time?" Su Yang knew it all, but he put on a smile. "Haha, brother, I understand. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone about your suggestion that I raise the school. Hurry up, give me another idea on how to avoid going to school." Su Yang urged, "My happiness for the next 4 years depends entirely on you." A cold glint flashed in Su Jing'an's eyes as he heard this, and he immediately declined. "Brother, I don't dare discuss this with you. You're so bold. I just made a joke, and you took it seriously, but don't be too sad, brother. Your adoptive father sent you to school for your own good. Besides, The university curriculum is relatively relaxed, and you have plenty of free time. Just take it easy for these 4 years. Finally, Su Jing'an solemnly warned. Also, brother, don't try your old tricks again. Bohemia University is full of talented people. If you raise the school, everyone will have no place to study and research, which will be a huge loss for the country, Su Jing'an said seriously. Shit. This guy is so cunning. It's ostensibly a warning, but isn't this a fucking tip? Everyone doesn't have to go to school, and that definitely includes me. If it were the bully young Master Su, he'd definitely fall for it and foolishly stage another annual school demolition spree. But now Su Jing'an was facing the mysterious heavenly immortal Emperor Xuantian, and his plans were doomed to fail. Same old trick. At that moment, Xuantian's eyes lit up, and he feigned excitement, then smiled. Haha, brother, thanks for the heads up. Big brother's leaving first. With that, Xuantian patted Su Jing'an's shoulder gratefully and strode off. As he walked, he called Wang Fuge, asking him to pick him up, saying he had something to arrange. Watching Xuantian walk away, Su Jing'an adjusted his gold-rimmed glasses, a sneer curling his lips. Then, he pulled out his phone, dialed a number, and said calmly, that loser has been fooled again. He's already contacted Wang Fuge to get a bulldozer. There won't be any accidents this time. I'll make sure he's dead without a burial place. Su Jing'an chuckled grimly. Don't worry, I'll dispose of all the evidence. No one will ever guess that this has anything to do with you or me. After hanging up the phone, Su Jing'an put his phone away and resumed his usual demeanor. Dressed in a suit, white shirt, and glasses, he wore a sunny smile and a gentle demeanor. Second young master, why are you up so early today? A servant greeted. Su Jing'an adjusted his gold-rimmed glasses and said with a gentle smile, I'm here to wake up big brother. No wonder you're so kind to big young master, the servant said. Su Jing'an smiled softly and walked away. 40 minutes later. Bohemia University, outside the school gate. A black Mercedes-Benz arrogantly parked in front of the university gate. Young Master Su, I admit that you are the #1 playboy in Jiangbei, but I, young Master Wang, should be in the top 5, right? Wang Fuge said indignantly, I am the dignified young Master Wang of Jiangbei. I am a man of my word, awesome and domineering, but you actually called me to send you here. What does that mean? I'm an online car-hailing driver. Wang Fuge pointed at the black Mercedes-Benz and continued, look carefully, this is my top-of-the-line Maybach. There is only one in Jiangbei. It is not an online car-hailing car. Don't look for me for this kind of thing next time. Are you itching for trouble? Xuantian frowned. Wang Fuge instantly wilted, and said with a flattering smile, young Master Su, I'm just joking with you. I, Wang Fuge, am honored to be your private car driver. Okay, stop joking, I'll arrange something for you, Xuantian said seriously. Tonight, you contact another 50 bulldozers for me and bring them all here. I need them. What the hell? Wang Fuge was shocked, and looked around Bohemia University with wide eyes, and said in disbelief, fuck, young Master Su, don't tell me you want to raise Bohemia University. Don't ask what you shouldn't ask, just do what I say. Xuantian continued, by the way, this time we will find Zhao Wenbin and ask him to help contact the bulldozers. I will be responsible if anything happens, Xuantian added. Okay, young Master Su, just say that. Even if I have to go through fire and water, I won't even frown. Wang Fuge expressed his loyalty with an impassioned voice. Tonight, I'll accompany you to pull off another big deal. Xuantian heard this and smiled gently. Raise the school? That definitely won't happen. Su Shenping had solemnly reminded Wang Fuge that Bohemia University was something special. He had asked Wang Fuge to contact the bulldozers, but it was just a show to lure out those who wanted to kill him. Xuantian didn't tell Wang Fuge the truth, not because he didn't trust him, but because he was afraid he would let it slip. Young Master Su, why do you suddenly want to raise Bohemia University? Wang Fuge asked puzzledly. Xuantian said, my dad arranged for me to go to school here. Fuck, Uncle Su is really capable. My dad begged and pleaded, but he couldn't get me in. You blew up a school and have a bad reputation, but you still managed to get in. It's really frustrating to compare yourself to others. Wang Fuge muttered a few words, then said, by the way, young Master Su, your future sister-in-law is at Bohemia University. She is so beautiful and has countless suitors, you have to keep a close eye on your future sister-in-law, don't let her be cheated on. As Wang Fuge spoke, he suddenly gritted his teeth and said angrily, damn, What you fear will come true, young Master Su, look over there. Su Yang looked in the direction Wang Fuge pointed, and found that Li Fixun was walking side by side with a tall young man in a basketball uniform. Chapter 12, Damn, young Master Su, Black Silk. Li Fixun was having a bad day. Early in the morning, she ran into someone she didn't want to see again. Of course, this person wasn't young Master Su, but the young man next to her in a basketball jersey. His name was Dong Zikan. He lived in the same villa complex as Li Fixun, their two villas connected. They had grown up together. However, Dong Zikan had studied abroad when he was 10 years old and had only recently returned. For the past 2 days, he'd been finding all sorts of excuses to feign a chance encounter with Li Fixun. Li Fixun had no fondness for Dong Zikan. Instead, she resented his Western, leftist approach, his frequent use of foreign languages. Furthermore, Dong Zikan had pierced ears and wore smoky makeup, looking delicate and artificial. Who could stand that? Li Fixun hated that kind of guy the most. She preferred a masculine, radiant man. But the Li and Dong families were old friends, and they saw each other frequently. Li Fixun couldn't be too direct, so she was forced to chat with him casually. Fixun, I often played basketball abroad. I admire Beckham the most. He is very good at playing basketball. Dong Zikan looked at Li Fixun with admiration on his face and asked tentatively, do you like boys who play basketball? Li Fixun did not answer directly, but said lightly, Beckham plays football. What, football? Dong Zikan was suddenly embarrassed and forced a smile. Haha, of course I know this. I deliberately said it wrong to make you happy. Oh, thank you. Li Fixun stopped and said indifferently, I'm at school, you can go back, you are welcome. Dong Zikan responded with a smile, Fixun, see you tomorrow morning. I want to be your super mom and take you to school every day. Can you give me a hug? As he said that, Dong Zikan opened his arms and looked at Li Fixun with a smile, with a lewd look in his eyes. Seeing Li Fixun didn't respond, Dong Zikan added, Fixun, this is normal Western etiquette. Don't overthink it. Li Fixun was utterly disgusted, wanting to kick the man away, but considering the relationship between their families, she couldn't do that. Besides, asking for a hug was indeed Western etiquette, and logically, she couldn't refuse. But the thought of hugging Dong Zikan made Li Fixun cringe and feel an intense repulsion, so she was caught in a dilemma. Bang! Suddenly, a figure appeared and kicked Dong Zikan to the ground, sending him slithering 4 or 5 meters. The attacker was, of course, Su Yang. Fuck you. You're trying to take advantage of my wife? Are you so damned proud of your life? At this moment, Su Yang glanced at Dong Zikan with disdain, then his gaze fell on Li Fixun, and he smiled softly. Wife, how's it going? I arrived just in time, wasn't I? Just in time. Li Fixun's beautiful eyes fixed on Su Yang. Su Yang was actually quite handsome. Excluding those idiotic things he'd done, he was definitely a high-quality male, enjoying priority in maid selection wherever he went. Furthermore, Su Yang's sudden appearance just now, saving her from her predicament, made Li Fixun feel strangely moved at that moment. Dong Zikan, at that moment, rose from the ground, yelling in rage. He then stared at Su Yang and demanded, Who are you? You kicked me. I'm the young daddy, Su Yang said casually. Young daddy? What do you mean? Dong Zikan frowned. Haha, young Master Su means he's your father. Wang Fuge stepped forward to add insult to injury. You stupid idiot. I'm also your father. I'm your younger father, you damned fellow. My father is the president of the Dong Group. If you're in trouble, I'll call him right now. Today, I want you to kneel down and beg for mercy. Dong Zikan was furious and about to explode when a thought suddenly struck him. Pointing at Su Yang, he asked, Did he just say your young Master Su? Su Yang replied calmly, Absolutely not, young Master Su. Dong Zikan's expression darkened at the confirmation, a deep fear welling in his eyes. Although he hadn't been in Jiangbei for years, he still knew of young Master Su's notoriety. Even after returning home, his father repeatedly warned him that there was always room for negotiation with anyone he provoked, but he just couldn't mess with young Master Su, or the consequences would be dire. Fixun, I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going back first. Dong Zikan, unwilling to stay even a moment after learning Su Yang's identity, turned and ran. I'll let you go this time, but if you dare approach my wife again, I'll break your legs, Su Yang threatened. I got it, Dong Zikan replied, not daring to turn his head, and disappeared at a trot. Wife, I'm awesome, aren't I? I scared that sissy away with just one move. Aren't you going to thank me? After sending Dong Zikin away, Su Yang looked at Li Fixun. The more he looked at her face, the more he liked it. It looked so much like the Blue Phoenix Empress. A hero saving a beauty. This plot was too much for a girl like Li Fixun who loved watching idol dramas. Thank you. Li Fixun's face flushed slightly, and she was about to thank Su Yang, but suddenly she remembered the bad things Su Yang had done, and she was immediately furious. She gritted her teeth and said, "Mind your own business. Did I ask you to help me, Su Yang? Don't think that I should be grateful to you for helping me once. Dream on. I will never forgive you in this life," Li Fixun said angrily. A woman's heart is the hardest to break. It's true. She can turn against me in an instant. Su Yang touched the bridge of his nose and tried to explain, "But, honey, you can't condemn me to death just because of my past. I'm different now, I'm not your wife." Li Fixun denied it at first, then said coldly, "A scumbag will always be a scumbag. What's the difference? You'll be my wife sooner or later." Su Yang smiled, then said seriously, "Honey, let me be honest with you. This time, I was buried under construction debris and had a near-death experience. It made me realize a lot. I was definitely wrong before," Su Yang said solemnly, "but from now on, I've decided to change my ways. No matter how beautiful a woman is, I won't pay attention to her. I want to be with you forever." Hearing these words, Li Fixun's heart was moved, and her expression brightened slightly. Her beautiful eyes examined Su Yang curiously, as if she couldn't figure out the man before her. Could he have truly turned over a new leaf? "Damn, young Master Su, at 3 o'clock, black stockings, Balenciaga." Suddenly, Wang Fuga beside him excitedly said. "Where?" Su Yang subconsciously looked over when he heard that, his eyes instantly widening. Chapter 13, Too Good at Teasing. So long, so straight, and such a beautiful oval face. At this moment, Su Yang excitedly said, "Wang Fuga, within 3 minutes, I want all her information. Don't worry, young Master Su, I promise to complete the task and have her in your bed tonight," Wang Fuga replied. "HMPH, Li Fixun snorted, a look of disgust instantly appearing on her face. She gritted her teeth and said, "I almost believed you. A dog can change its nature, shit." Su Yang finally realized what was happening and burst into a bitter smile. Damn it. It's a conditioned reflex. He had absorbed young Master Su's memories, and his instantaneous reaction was inevitably to lean towards him. "It's not my fault. Su Yang, I'm such a good man. Wife, this is a conditioned reflex. You have to believe me," Su Yang hurriedly explained. "I don't believe you." Li Fixun glared at Su Yang angrily, gritting her teeth. "You were so fascinated by the black stockings just now, what are you explaining now?" "Well," Su Yang simply spread his hands and shrugged helplessly. "Okay, I admit that I do like looking at black stockings. People have 7 emotions and 6 desires, and they all like to see beautiful things. It's human instinct." Li Fixun looked at Su Yang indifferently, and said in a cold tone, "You, a poor student, still know about the 7 emotions and 6 desires, of course. Tell me, what are the 7 emotions and 6 desires?" Li Fixun said coldly. She knew Su Yang couldn't answer, so she deliberately wanted to embarrass him. However, Li Fixun was going to be disappointed. Su Yang smiled lightly and said, "The 7 emotions are joy, anger, worry, thought, sadness, fear and surprise. Each word represents an emotion." Li Fixun was a little surprised and asked, "Then what are the 6 desires?" "The 6 desires are 6 kinds of desires, namely appetite, lust, possessiveness, desire for knowledge, and the other one is sex." "Ahem, wife, you know." Having said that, Su Yang smiled meaningfully. You are shameless. It is because of this desire that you like to look at black stockings." Li Feizuanayu's face turned red. She took a step back shyly, looking at Su Yang with eyes full of anger, and then said, "Aren't there 6 desires? You only said 5, and there is one more that you can't tell me." "I know, the last desire. There are many ways to say this, and I prefer one of them." Su Yang pretended to be deep and said, "This desire is a desire buried deep in everyone's heart. This desire may interfere with other desires. For example, I really want to eat sweet and sour pork ribs, but I'm losing weight recently, so I stopped my appetite." Su Yang continued seriously, "For example, I saw a sea and thought the sea was so beautiful. I really wanted to go swimming, but I can't swim, so I stopped this desire. For example, The girl in black stockings just now is very beautiful and has a sexy figure. I really like her. To put it simply, I want to sleep with her, but, at this time. Su Yang approached Li Fixun, gazing at her affectionately, and whispered softly, I suddenly thought of you, and that stopped me, suddenly thought of you, and that stopped me. All that foreshadowing was just to create contrast, to highlight this sentence, and it was incredibly effective. As expected, Li Fixun's gaze toward Su Yang froze at the last sentence, and the corners of her beautiful mouth curled up involuntarily. She instantly felt a deep affection for him. You just talked nonsense. I have nothing to do with you. Do whatever you want. Li Fixun's cheeks flushed brightly. She said this and shyly ran off into the school. Honey, which department are you in? Which class? I'll find time to visit you, Su Yang asked hurriedly. Finance department, grade 21, class 8, Li Fixun replied sweetly, and then quickly disappeared. Traditional Chinese medicine department, Su Yang noted. Wow, when I thought of you, I stopped this desire. At this time, Wang Fuge next to him admired, young Master Su, you are so good at flirting. I admire you more and more. If I were a woman, I would definitely fall in love with you and be willing to be your little wife. Honestly, young Master Su, you are not only handsome, but also romantic. I love you so much. Wang Fuge looked at Su Yang expectantly, and said pitifully, when looking for the other half, at least give me a chance. Can you not be so stuck on gender? Are you looking for a fight? Su Yang raised his eyebrows. Haha, okay, enough of that. But young Master Su, you're truly formidable. You used to treat my future sister-in-law so badly. Logically, she should hate you to the core. Wang Fuge laughed, but with just a few words, you managed to coax my future sister-in-law's face into a blush and her heart into a flutter. You're truly a role model for our generation. You should teach me some of your experience when you get the chance. Alright, Su Yang urged, go and do what I told you to do. Okay, I'll check on that beautiful woman in black stockings. That's not it, Su Yang said with a dark face. I told you to contact Zhao Wenbin about the bulldozer, so that's it. Okay, I'll do it right away, Wang Fuge agreed, then asked, are you still going to check on that beautiful woman in black stockings? God damn it, I'm focusing on Li Fixun right now, Su Yang said. He wasn't some ruthless young Master Su who wouldn't let anybody off the hook. Su Yang's standards for women are very high. At least for now, only Li Fixun meets his standards. Other women are not even worthy of carrying his shoes. Got it, young Master Su wants to get his future sister-in-law first, and then move on to others. Wang Fuge nodded as if understanding. No, I won't do anything else from now on. I don't want just anybody to get into my bed. Damn, young Master Su, what's wrong with you? Why do you suddenly seem like a different person? Wang Fuge asked curiously. I just figured it out, Su Yang explained. There are only so many times in a lifetime that you can do that kind of thing. I want to use my limited opportunities with a truly beautiful woman, Su Yang countered. I can still get enough of lobster and abalone. Why should I settle for steamed buns and pickles? Damn it, Wang Fuge jumped up excitedly. Golden words, young Master Su. You weren't buried in the rubble in vain. You actually came up with such a brilliant quote. From now on, you are my life mentor, young Master Wang, and a guiding light on my path forward. You're so great, Wang Fuge flattered him frantically. Get out, I'm here, don't forget what I arranged for you, Su Yang said, striding into the school. Before coming, Su Shenping had already made arrangements. Hu Shimiao had already arranged the department and class assignments. Class 3, Grade 21, Department of Traditional Chinese Medicine. Su Shenping had also specifically warned that few people at school knew of Su Yang's identity, and that he shouldn't abuse his status as young Master Su to act tyrannically, or he would be expelled. It was late September, and Bohemia University had already been in session for about 10 days. Su Yang walked directly outside the classroom, where a young, beautiful teacher was lecturing with about 40 students seated below. The beautiful teacher was wearing black stockings emblazoned with a Balenciaga logo. She had a melon-shaped face and delicate features. She was the same black stocking beauty who had appeared at the school gate earlier. Chapter 14 Hua King Day. Swish, swish, swish. As soon as Su Yang appeared at the classroom door, he attracted the attention of all the classmates. This boy is nice, sunny and handsome, my type. Hey, little brother, do you want to date me? It's so hot in summer, and I'm so sweet. It's autumn now, okay? I despise you all. You're all just obsessed with looks and have a distorted worldview. But I'm different. When I look for a boyfriend, I only look for someone I can get along with. Oh my god, where did this boy come from? How can he be so handsome? Hearing the conversation of the female classmates around him, Su Yang smiled lightly and didn't pay much attention. Are you Su Yang? At this moment, the female teacher in black stockings spoke, her eyebrows slightly furrowed. Su Yang smiled and nodded, yes. After receiving the confirmation, the black-stockinged beauty's face showed a look of disgust, obviously knowing the name of young Master Su. My name is Hua Qingde, and I'm the counselor for Class 3, the beautiful woman in black stockings said coldly. Dean Hua said he'll take you to see him as soon as you arrive. Come with me, the others will go to study. Hua Qingde acted decisively, leaving a single word before leaving the classroom first, with Su Yang following closely behind. Su Yang? I heard there's a transfer student coming to our class, and it looks like it's him. Brother Su Yang is so handsome. Why is he studying traditional Chinese medicine when he's so handsome? It would be so great if he could debut. You bunch of nymphomaniacs. Wake up. What's the point of being handsome? Without money and connections, it's nothing. Shut up, you sycophant. I heard Su Yang was personally admitted to the school by Dean Hua. He must be incredibly talented, and his future achievements are limitless, and left the classroom. Hua Qingde walked in front, her expression filled with disdain, deliberately keeping her distance from Su Yang. Ahem, Su Yang broke the silence. Hey, black-stockinged beauty, don't walk so fast. I'm not going to eat you, Su Yang, don't be so frivolous. I don't care what you look like outside. This is school, and I'm your counselor. If you make a mistake, I have the right to punish you. Hua Qingde stopped and said coldly, also, I know who you are. Young Master Su, the nighttime reveling master, the most dissolute man in Jiangbei, who even raised a university a while ago, but I'm warning you, Bohemia University is not a place for you to do evil. You'd better behave yourself. If you mess up my class, I won't go easy on you, Hua Qingde threatened. Okay, don't be so aggressive. Let's talk things over nicely, Su Yang chuckled. Haha. A scumbag who even gave away his fiancée isn't worthy of a normal conversation with me, Hua Qingde said coldly, then walked ahead to lead the way. Seeing this, Su Yang didn't bother to communicate with her. A few minutes later, the two arrived outside the office of the Dean of Traditional Chinese Medicine. My grandfather is inside. Go in by yourself. I'll wait for you outside, Hua Qingde said calmly. Your grandfather? Su Yang smiled and said, so the Hua divine doctor my father mentioned is your grandfather. No wonder you are so bold. You dare to speak to me like that even though you know my identity. Hua Qingde was unwilling to speak to Su Yang, and didn't even want to look at him. Su Yang didn't want to be bored. He knocked on the office door, walked in alone, and locked the door behind him. You are Mr. Su, right? Hua Shimeo was hunched over his desk writing something. When he noticed someone coming in, he looked up at Su Yang and greeted him with a smile. I am. Su Yang, without the slightest hesitation, strode forward, pulled a chair and sat opposite to Shimeo, expressionless. You are the Jiangbei miracle doctor, Hua Shimeo. Before coming in, Su Yang had already thought it through. He would definitely not go to school as planned, as that would be too torturous. He might die of frustration before he even condensed his golden elixir. And Bohemia University is extraordinary, and his father wouldn't even give him face. If he wanted to come and go freely and get along well in school, the best way was to reveal a little bit of his strength and get to Shimeo. Because Shimeo was famous in Jiangbei, and he was the dean and professor of the Department of Traditional Chinese Medicine at Bohemia University, all the families in Jiangbei were vying to win him over. If he got him, a lot of unnecessary troubles would be avoided in the future. So after Su Yang entered the office, he kept a controlled attitude and showed no respect for Hua Shimeo. I am Hua Shimeo. Hua Shimeo naturally felt Su Yang's unscrupulousness. He put down the pen in his hand, frowned and said, Mr. Su, you are so disrespectful to me. Is this the family education of the Su family? Haha. Su Yang sneered at first, and then looked at Hua Shimeo with disdain, and said lightly, with your strength, you are not qualified to gain my respect. The so-called miracle doctor is just a name for fame. How dare you? Hua Shimeo slammed the table and stood up when he heard it. He said angrily, Su Yang, do you know that even your father would not dare to be in such an attitude in front of me? Who gave you the courage? Shut up, old stubborn. Su Yang's eyes were stern, and he said in a deep voice, "In terms of seniority, you call me old white hair, but I think you are young. What qualifications do you have to scold me as an elder? You are rebelling. Your grandfather and I have some friendship. Today, I will discipline you on behalf of your grandfather." Xuantian's rage was uncontrollable. A silver needle suddenly appeared in his hand. He sternly declared, "Don't worry, this one will only make you lose your voice for half a month. I hope you'll learn this from it." As soon as he finished speaking, the needle flew out of his hand, shooting straight down to an inch below Su Yang's throat. Su Yang smiled, sitting still in his chair, motionless. He only struck when the needle was about to penetrate him. Buzz! In an instant, a wall of spiritual energy rose from the ground, blocking Su Yang's path. Xuantian's silver needle, with a clang, struck the wall, unable to advance any further. "You dare show off your skills in front of an expert?" Su Yang sat in his chair, his eyelids slightly raised. The wall of energy suddenly erupted with terrifying force, shattering the needle into pieces. The powerful aftermath staggered Xuantian, forcing him to steady himself against the wall. At this moment, his face was filled with horror, and he exclaimed in shock, True energy is released, a martial arts master, you are actually a master, true energy? What kind of true energy? This is spiritual energy, you ignorant fellow. Mr. Su, I am too short-sighted. I didn't expect you to possess such strength. I'm afraid it would be difficult to find an opponent in Jiangbei. Xuantian straightened his clothes, and his attitude towards Su Yang changed drastically. Su Yang ignored him and stood up. He looked at the prescription on the desk and frowned. Polygonidum, fritillaria, lilium, a prescription for treating lung disease. Did you write it? Indeed, I have worked hard for nearly 10 years to come up with this prescription that can be passed down from generation to generation. Xuantian was very proud. Polygonidum is supposed to replenish deficiency in essence. You put so much in it, is it nourishing the lungs or hurting them? Polygonidum is sweet and neutral in nature. You put such a small amount that it's better not to put it at all. Su Yang's face was full of disdain, and he attacked mercilessly. Is this thing worthy of being called a prescription and passed down from generation to generation? If you are listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means it was downloaded and re-uploaded without effort. We warmly invite you to visit our channel, Fanfic World. There you will find the original version of this story and many other novels of various genres. We look forward to seeing you dive into a world of incredible novels. Chapter 15, Shock to Xuantian. Xuantian's old face flushed red after being told these two words by Su Yang, and he couldn't help asking, Mr. Su, what do you think? Since you asked sincerely, I might as well tell you. Put 3 grams less of Polygonidum sibiricum and 1 or 2 grams more of Polygonidum majoratum, Su Yang said lightly. Add another medicine. Xuantian pressed on. What medicine? Adenophora, Su Yang added. Adenophora nourishes yin and moistens the lungs, replenishes qi and produces body fluid. I've taken a look and found that there are 28 kinds of Chinese medicine on your prescription that can complement adenophora. Adenophora can be used as a medicine lead. It is very important. The presence or absence of adenophora in a prescription has a huge impact on the efficacy of the medicine, Su Yang said. If you add 9 grams of adenophora, it can barely be considered a prescription. Adenophora, Xuantian fell into thought after hearing this, and then turned ecstatic, muttering to himself, Indeed, haha, I always felt that something was missing, but I thought about it for 10 years and never thought of using adenophora. Mr. Su, that's a good idea. The kidney tonifying prescription that your father had in his hand yesterday must have been written by you yourself, Xuantian said politely. Your attainments in medicine are far superior to mine. The one who is more accomplished comes first. I hope Mr. Su won't mind if I offend you before. Of course not. Su Yang looked at Xuantian and went straight to the point. Dr. Hu, to be honest, I have never told anyone about my strength and medical skills. You are the first one. The reason why I showed it in front of you is that I wanted to obtain some special privileges in school, such as skipping classes at will. Do you understand what I mean? Su Yang smiled lightly. Mr. Su, with your attainments, no one at Bohemia University is worthy of being your teacher, Xuantian suggested. How about this? I'll give the Su family a heads up, and you won't have to come to school anymore. No, I don't want anyone else to know my strength right now, not even my father. And don't tell anyone, or you'll be rude, Su Yang threatened, emanating a chilling aura that made one feel like they were falling into an icy cave. Now at the first level of key training, he had some strength, but he hadn't found anyone who wanted to kill him, and he wasn't even sure if there were any stronger beings in Jiangbei. Naturally, he didn't want to be too conspicuous, so it was safer to stay hidden for now. Okay, feeling Su Yang's aura, Hua Shimiao panicked and hurriedly said, I promise not to tell anyone. Well, I'll trouble you to take care of me for the next while, Su Yang said calmly. I see you use silver needles. As a reward, I'll teach you a needle technique. As he spoke, Su Yang's eyes fell on the medical mannequin not far away and asked, do you have any more silver needles? Give me 9. Yes, Hua Shimiao hurriedly pulled out a box from a drawer. Inside was a box full of silver needles. Su Yang pinched 9 of them and suddenly shook his hand. The silver needles entered the 9 acupuncture points of the mannequin. 9 turn rejuvenation needle. Hua Shimiao, having read many ancient texts, recognized it instantly. He exclaimed in surprise and delight, it's the long-lost 9 turn rejuvenation needle. Yes, it is the 9 turn rejuvenation needle. Su Yang nodded and said, take your time to study the 9 silver needles on the model. You'll soon master the first turn. As for the remaining 8 turns, I'll teach you when the time comes. At this moment, Hua Shimiao's hands trembled with excitement. His initial aversion as he looked at Su Yang shifted to respect. Suddenly, after careful consideration, Hua Shimiao made a fateful decision. He knelt before Su Yang and kowtowed 3 times. Then, with a look of awe on his face, he said, Mr. Su, please accept me as your disciple. Otherwise, I would be unworthy of such a precious acupuncture technique. Are you sincere? Su Yang said calmly. Hua Shimiao said devoutly, yes, you are a master of both medicine and martial arts. It is my honor to be your disciple. With your qualifications, you are not qualified to be my disciple, but considering your sincerity, I will reluctantly accept you as a registered disciple. Su Yang accepted. Thank you, master. Please accept my disciple's greetings. Hua Shimiao was ecstatic. If others saw this scene, they would definitely be shocked. You know, Hua Shimiao is not only famous in Jiangbei, but also one of the best doctors in the whole of China. All the families in Jiangbei, big and small, want to win him over. Even the powerful Su family, with Su Qianqin's glorious military exploits in front, Su Shenbing's military training in the middle, and Su Jingguo guarding the border in the back, still had to be polite to Hua Shimiao. But such a miracle doctor was now kneeling at the feet of Jiangbei's #1 young master and even became his disciple. This was unbelievable. However, Hua Shimiao knew very well that he had made a great profit by becoming your disciple this time, and a great profit. Get up, Su Yang said, don't be so respectful to me in front of outsiders in the future. I'm just one of your students. In private, we can call each other master and disciple. Yes, Hua Shimiao agreed respectfully, and then suddenly remembered something, so he said, Master, your strength is so great that even Mr. Su Qianqin doesn't know it. Yeah, Su Yang said lightly. No wonder, Hua Shimiao continued, Master, there is something I think I need to tell you. Your grandfather is sick, Grandpa. The image of Su Qianqin emerged in Su Yang's mind, and he felt particularly close in his heart, so he asked, is it serious? Serious. His lungs and danshan were severely damaged. I was not sure I could cure it before, Hua Shimiao continued, but with your improved nourishing lung powder, plus the first turn of the 9 turn rejuvenation needle, I am confident that I can cure the old man. That's fine. It is not convenient for me to reveal my strength during this period. Thank you for your hard work, Su Yang said. It's not hard. It's my duty to help Master solve his problems, Hua Shimiao continued. However, Grandpa's injuries are from his early years, suppressed by his powerful ki. Without mobilizing all his ki, they shouldn't recur. Plus, Grandpa has new wounds, Hua Shimiao inquired. I suspect he may have had a fight with someone recently. Master, I'll be at the Su family this afternoon to see Grandpa. Do you need me to get some information on him? Fight. Our Su family has deep roots in Jiangbei, and my sister is a legendary warrior. Who would be so bold as to challenge my grandfather? Su Yang frowned. Then find out. Tell me immediately if you have any news. Yes. Hua Shimiao replied respectfully. At that moment, Su Yang's phone rang. The caller ID read, Wang Fuge. Young Master Su, Zhao Wenbin has agreed to contact us for the bulldozers. 50 of them, asking 1 million, Wang Fuge said on the phone. Also, Zhao Wenbin has challenged you to a dog fight, and the deadline is very urgent. He's asking you to do it now. I'll refuse it for you. Dog fight? Dog fight now? Haha. This Zhao Wenbin must have known something was going to happen to me tonight and was worried he wouldn't have a chance to win my money later, so he asked me to do it now. Don't refuse. Promise him, then drive over to pick me up, take me to your kennel, pick a dog, and win it all back with interest today, Su Yang said confidently. He was a cultivator, possessing spiritual energy. Even ordinary canines, if they ingested even a wisp of spiritual energy, could become incredibly ferocious. He could easily win a few fights with just any dog. Chapter 16 Unfathomable. After hanging up the phone, Su Yang looked at Hua Shimeo next to him and smiled gently. Hua Shimeo, I'm going to take a leave today, is that okay? Of course, Hua Shimeo said respectfully. In the future, you can come to Bohemia University as you like and leave as you like. Well, when the skull was raised last time, I was buried under the rubble. Someone must have wanted to harm me. I am hiding my strength now, and I plan to draw out the mastermind behind the scenes. Then I won't come to Bohemia University, Su Yang said lightly. You will take care of the school affairs for me these days, understood? Yeah, Su Yang nodded, and then prepared to leave the office. At this time, Hua Qingde, wearing black silk stockings, walked in and frowned. Grandpa, why are you talking to Playboy for so long? Qingde, don't talk nonsense. Who is the Playboy? Hua Shimeo said in a deep voice. Him. Hua Qingde pointed at Su Yang and said with disgust, everyone in Jiangbei knows the good reputation of young Master Su. Grandpa, I really don't understand why you specially recruited him to enter Bohemia University. How dare you? Hua Shimeo's heart skipped a beat, and he immediately scolded loudly, but the next moment, he noticed that Su Yang was looking at him, and instantly realized that his master didn't want others to know his strength. So, Hua Shimeo said lightly, Qingde, don't look down on any classmate. In fact, young Master Su is talented in medicine. Him? Talent? Hua Qingde crossed his arms and sneered disdainfully. Haha, his talent is probably sleeping with women. Teacher Qingde, how do you know this? Have you ever experienced it? Su Yang was constantly ridiculed, and he couldn't stand it anymore, so he started to fight back. So he smiled playfully. I have slept with too many women, and they are all very beautiful. I am also face blind. I really don't know if you are among them. Su Yang, you? Hua Qingde was immediately embarrassed and angry, gritted his teeth and said, No, 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 is that so? Then why do you look so angry? Are you eager to be favored by me, and because you are not among them, you get frustrated and angry? Su Yang sighed, and then said righteously, although I am not a very good person, I like to help other people's dreams come true. When I see those girls whose dreams come true and their faces are filled with happy smiles, I feel very happy. Teacher Qingde, don't be sad. Let me pick a time and I will reluctantly help you realize your dream. Su Yang was still sighing and seemed reluctant. Ah, Su Yang, you are shameless. Hua Qingde was about to explode with anger. Her beautiful eyes stared at Su Yang coldly, and then she said, Grandpa, look at the kind of person you recruited. It makes me angry. I suggest that he be expelled from Jinling University. Okay Qingde, calm down. You are the counselor of Class 3. You should be tolerant when facing problem students. Hua Shimeo tried to smooth things over and changed the subject. Isn't it class time now? Go teach the students. Humph, I'll deal with you later. Hua Qingde stared at Su Yang with resentment, and said in a cold tone, Come on, follow me back to the classroom for class. Teacher Qingde, I have to ask for leave for something. Su Yang smiled lightly. Ask for leave? Ask for leave on the first day of school? Hua Qingde frowned slightly. Hua Shimeo explained, Qingde, I've already approved it. Su Yang has something urgent to attend to. Well, in that case, go ahead. Don't be late tomorrow, or I'll show you some color and let you know my death. Hua Qingde threatened fiercely. No need to wait until tomorrow. I've seen it. It's beige. Su Yang continued seriously, and it's really powerful and unfathomable. I'm already starting to panic. What are you talking about? Hua Qingde frowned slightly. When she thought of the color of her panties, her beautiful face suddenly flushed red. She said angrily, Su Yang, I'm going to strangle you to death. Tisk tisk, I'll run away as a courtesy. Seeing this, Su Yang hurried out of the office. Watching Su Yang leave, the blush on Hua Qingde's face still did not dissipate. She gritted her teeth and said, Grandpa, look at this guy. Does he look like a student at all? He can say anything. How can you appreciate this kind of trash? Qingde, Hua Shimeo changed the subject and said, You can't be so self-righteous. You can't look down on any outstanding man. Don't blame Grandpa for not reminding you. You are already 28 years old this year and have never been in a relationship. It's time to find a boyfriend, get to know the opposite sex more, and don't completely deny others based on a momentary contact. When this matter was mentioned, Xuantian said stubbornly, I have a very accurate eye for people. I can tell whether they are good or bad at a glance. This young Master Su is definitely a scum among scum, a scum among scum, Xuantian said hatefully. Then in your eyes, are there any good men? Of course there are. Xuantian was shy for an instant, and whispered, Brother Nalan is one of them. Nalan Mings, Xuantian glanced at his granddaughter, and then smiled gently. You put on makeup today and dressed so beautifully. It should be for the lunch meeting with the Nalan family, right? When talking about Nalan Mings, Xuantian showed a shy attitude. Nalan Mings is not bad. He is calm and wise, which does not belong to his age. He keeps himself clean. He can be regarded as the #1 young master in Jiangbei and has the greatest hope of taking over the Nalan family. It would be good for you to get in touch with him more, Xuantian reminded, but there are many girls in Jiangbei who like Nalan Mings. Your chance is very slim, I know, you don't have to worry about that. Xuantian's face flushed, and then she couldn't help asking, Grandpa, you rarely approve others' leave? I remember you said that learning has no end and nothing is more important than learning? Xuantian asked curiously, what on earth is Su Yang going to do? You actually approved his leave? Well, he just received a call. Someone asked him to fight a dog. He was quite anxious, Xuantian said a little embarrassedly. If nothing unexpected happens, he should be going to fight a dog. What? Fight a dog? Xuantian snapped out of her trance and instantly exploded. Grandpa, last time a student asked for leave to have his appendectomy done, you refused, saying it could be done anytime and wouldn't interfere with study time. Now Su Yang asked for leave to go dog fighting, and you actually agreed. You agreed? Do you still have any principles? Ahem, I'm tired and need a break. Day, you should get back to class. Xuantian couldn't tell the truth, so he made up an excuse to get rid of his granddaughter and pushed her out of the office. Then, his eyes lit up as he gazed at the mannequin not far away, and he began to concentrate on studying the 9-turn rejuvenation needle. Su Yang, I don't know what kind of magic potion you've given me. Just wait, when I get the chance, I'll punish you. Xuantian gritted her teeth in anger and walked away. Elsewhere, Wang Fuge dragged Su Yang straight to his dog farm. Not long after, they arrived in the southern suburbs. Young Master Su, all the dogs are here. They're all pets, not very capable, Wang Fuge introduced them. But I have a Tibetan Mastiff that guards the gate. It's known as the Oriental Divine Dog. It might be able to fight Zhao Wenbin's pit bull. Let's take it with us. The Tibetan Mastiff is too big to carry. I've already chosen this one. Su Yang raised his hand and pointed to the 2 o'clock position. Wang Fuge looked over curiously, but was stunned, his face filled with surprise. Chapter 17, More Teddy Than Teddy. Teddy. Teddy, Wang Fuge was stunned. He swallowed his saliva and asked in a daze, Young Master Su, are you pointing in the wrong direction? No. Su Yang shook his head and smiled softly. I'm going to use that teddy. You can carry it out. Hold your butt. Wang Fuge's blood pressure soared instantly, and he yelled, This is Teddy, not Tyson. It's so small, not even as big as a cat. Let alone a ferocious pit bull. It will run away even if it sees a rabbit. Wang Fuge complained. It's no exaggeration to say that if you let it go on Zhao Wenbin, this little thing might climb up and move a few times. After all, it's the same as the sky, the earth, and the air. But facing a pit bull, would it dare to go on the field? I have made up my mind. Don't talk so much nonsense. Su Yang looked at Wang Fuge and said confidently, Good brother, believe me, hey, Wang Fuge sighed deeply and said helplessly, Forget it, it's just 2 million. As long as you're happy. After saying that, Wang Fuge had the teddy brought out of the cage. Su Yang smiled and didn't explain much. Then, the two of them took the little teddy and went straight to find Zhao Wenbin. On the way, Wang Fuge was driving the Maybach, while Su Yang sat in the back seat, holding the little brown-haired teddy in his arms. At this moment, the little teddy was a little scared and very obedient, lying motionless in Su Yang's arms. Little guy, you're lucky. Su Yang raised a smile at the corner of his mouth, and then condensed a wisp of spiritual energy and slowly injected it into the little teddy's body, helping it to clear its meridians and refine this spiritual energy. After about 10 minutes, Su Yang withdrew his hands and his eyes fell on the little teddy. Now, the little teddy's pair of dark eyes were full of awe, and its head was pressed against Su Yang's arm flatteringly, as if it wanted more spiritual energy. Behave well today, and if I'm happy, I'll reward you with some more, Su Yang said lightly. Woof woof, little teddy understood Su Yang's words and barked happily twice before lying obediently in Su Yang's arms. Young Master Su, I was concentrating on driving. What did you do to Teddy? You actually told him to behave well and said you'd reward him when you were happy. How can this be something you say to a woman? Wang Fuge's eyes suddenly widened as he spoke, and he said in disbelief, Damn, young Master Su, you wouldn't even let the dog go, would you, Su Yang? Wow, young Master Su, I'm truly impressed. Beyond race, you're even more Teddy than Teddy, Wang Fuge said admiringly. What's going on? Su Yang was furious. Get out. If it weren't for the fact that you still had to drive, I would have thrown you out, Su Yang gritted his teeth. Haha, just kidding, young Master Su. Don't be so serious, Wang Fuge quickly changed the subject. By the way, young Master Su, this teddy bear doesn't have a name yet. Please give it one. If it's still alive after today's competition, I'll give it to you. It's brown, and it's a dog. Why not call it White Cat? Su Yang said seriously. It's a brown dog, so it's called White Cat. Wang Fuge wanted to complain, but he flattered him. What a great name, what a great name, young Master Su. You're truly a genius at naming. I admire you. Su Yang smiled and shook his head, his mind racing with thoughts. Xuantian Immortal Emperor cultivated for 80,000 years before achieving the Immortal Emperor level. During these long years, he had no family, no lover, no friends. It was a white cat that kept him company. The winds of the vast universe, the wine from the depths of chaos, the ancient roads where life was at risk, the forbidden lands filled with great terror, all these were accompanied by the white cat. However, when Su Yang went to the netherworld hell in search of opportunities, he knew it was treacherous, so he didn't bring his white cat with him. Having been trapped there for so many years, he had no idea what happened to the white cat. Those immortal emperors in the immortal realm dared to team up to plot against me. Just wait, sooner or later, I'll return and make you pay for your blood debt with blood. With this thought in mind, Su Yang slowly closed his eyes and entered a state of cultivation. With the strength of his soul, he could cultivate anytime, anywhere, without worrying about being interrupted. The little teddy in his arms, imbued with Su Yang's spiritual energy, could sense his power and, with increasing awe, dared not move. Half an hour later, the black Mercedes stopped in front of a deserted, unfinished building. Su Yang and Wang Fuge got out. Zhao Wenbin and two of his subordinates had been waiting there for a long time. He was holding a light black pit bull. The pit bull's limbs were slender, but its muscles were clearly visible, indicating its explosive power. Young Master Su, you're finally here. I couldn't wait any longer, Zhao Wenbin said, smiling. Yet, Su Yang's gaze fell on Zhao Wenbin, and he chuckled softly. Why are you so eager to have me fight a dog? He must be anxious. Young Master Su has already made arrangements. You, a worthless person, will definitely die tonight. If you don't gamble soon, where will I find the fortune-bringing boy? Zhao Wenbin sneered inwardly, but outwardly said, I'm just bored today, so I thought of asking you to fight a dog to kill time. I see. Su Yang, ever so perceptive, caught a hint of gloom in the other man's eyes, but he didn't point it out. Instead, he said, we can have a dog fight, but Zhao Wenbin, don't neglect the bulldozers. Contact me as soon as possible. I don't want to go to school all day. Of course, no problem. I'll take care of it. 50 bulldozers will be in place on time tonight. Zhao Wenbin smiled, then looked around, puzzled. Huh? Young Master Su, didn't you bring your dog? Yes, I hid it in my clothes. What kind of fighting dog can be hidden in clothes? Zhao Wenbin looked puzzled. It's not a fighting dog, just a pet dog. White cat, come out. Su Yang smiled, then lifted his clothes, and a teddy bear hopped out, its small body perched at his legs. Zhao Wenbin and his two younger brothers were stunned upon seeing the white cat, faces filled with surprise. After a pause of several seconds, Zhao Wenbin regained his composure and asked, Young Master Su, are you going to use this teddy bear against my pit bull? Yes, this. Young Master Su, are you kidding me, really? Is that not possible? Of course I can, but it's unfair. One's a fighting dog, the other a pet. There's no comparison. They're not on the same level. Zhao Wenbin, with a look of disdain, then said, if word gets out about this in the dog-fighting community, everyone will say I won unfairly. I don't want to endure the criticism. Young Master Su, why don't you get a different dog? It's okay. I'll use it. Don't worry, I volunteered, and no one will dare to gossip, Su Yang promised. You said you won't deny your loss. Young Master Wang, you have to be my witness, Zhao Wenbin looked at Wang Fuge. Okay, young Master Su's brain is malfunctioning today. You're in luck. Let's compete quickly. The sooner we compete, the sooner it's over, Wang Fuge said dejectedly, beginning to urge him. Haha, that's fine, Zhao Wenbin was ecstatic, then said, young Master Su, let's talk about the bet. I gave you 2 million yesterday. 1 million was used to contact the bulldozer, so there should be 1 million left. Why don't we bet 1 million, 1 million? Who are you looking down on? Su Yang said disdainfully. Zhao Wenbin was even happier. Knowing he was sure to win, the higher the stakes, the better. So he asked, so, young Master Su, how much do you want to bet? Su Yang replied with great enthusiasm, when you're fighting a dog, don't ask me how much I'm betting. Just tell me how much you have. I'll bet whatever you have. Chapter 18 30 million bet. Upon hearing this, Zhao Wenbin's face broke into an undisguised grin, his mouth almost stretched from ear to ear. Great! My pitbull has finally taken over my pet teddy. This time, I'm going to get rich, haha, young Master Su, you're so generous. In that case, I'll stick with you until the end. Let's have a high-priced bet, Zhao Wenbin excitedly said, I still have almost 10 million in my account. Young Master Su, can you match the bet? If not, I won't bet with you. I have a villa by the river. Your 10 million shouldn't be a problem, right? Su Yang said calmly. Sure, absolutely no problem. Haha, young Master Su, let's get started. Zhao Wenbin was ecstatic and couldn't wait to untie the pitbull's leash. Wait a minute, at this moment, Wang Fuge suddenly grabbed Su Yang and said anxiously, young Master Su, are you crazy? That villa is the inheritance your mother left you. You said before that the villa is full of memories of you and your aunt. You can lose your wife but not the villa. Why are you betting it now? Wang Fuge urged. Take that back before it even starts, young Master Wang. What does this bet between young Master Su and me have to do with you? Why are you talking so much? Seeing this, Zhao Wenbin resorted to provocation, grinning playfully. Besides, our young Master Su is a man of his words. How could he change his mind just because of what you said? Isn't that right? Young Master Su, Zhao Wenbin deliberately glanced at Su Yang. Su Yang sneered inwardly, but pretended to hesitate for a moment. Then, through gritted teeth, he said, you're right. I won't go back on my word. It's just a villa. I'll lose it if I lose it. Grandiose. That's the young Master Su I know, Zhao Wenbin said. Young Master Su, Wang Fuge, seeing Su Yang's determination, stopped trying to persuade him and instead said, Zhao Wenbin, young Master Su's riverside villa is currently worth at least 30 million, you only have 10 million, it's nowhere near the right amount. You need to add more chips, let me add more. Zhao Wenbin knew about Su Yang's assets and the villa's value, so he said directly, I drove over today with a modified Bentley Mulsanne, worth around 10 million, also, I won a lot of antiques, watches, jade, and other things from young Master Su earlier. Altogether, it's almost 10 million, Zhao Wenbin smiled and said, if young Master Su wins, he'll take the Bentley Mulsanne and return the antiques, watches, and jade to their original owners. That should be fine, right? Hearing this, Wang Fuge nodded. Zhao Wenbin took out all the things he had won from young Master Su over the years. If young Master Su won, he'd be able to turn things around, but... Wang Fuge glanced at the wilted Teddy, then smiled wryly and shook his head. Teddy versus a pit bull? Winning is a fart. Young Master Su, can we begin? Zhao Wenbin said impatiently. No hurry. Su Yang pointed at the jade pendant around Zhao Wenbin's neck and chuckled softly. That jade pendant is nice. I want it. Add it to the bet. Jade pendant. Zhao Wenbin paused, then said, it was given to me by my mother's friend. I've worn it since I was born. But since young Master Su likes it, it's okay to add it in. Okay, then, let's begin. Su Yang smiled, then squatted down and looked at Teddy. White cat, you're no ordinary dog now. Go ahead and defeat that pit bull, and I'll reward you with what you want. Woof woof. Teddy understood Su Yang's words and barked excitedly. Haha, young Master Su, your pet dog is so adorable. Don't be sad if it gets bitten later. Zhao Wenbin couldn't help but laugh. No, Zhao Wenbin said with a laugh. Okay, young Master Su, let's step back. Okay, Su Yang and Zhao Wenbin each took a few steps back, observing the two dogs from a distance. Teddy and the pit bull were now only 3 or 4 meters apart, a tense confrontation. However, Teddy was so small that it seemed a gust of wind could blow it over, while the pit bull had powerful limbs and a massive build. Everyone, except Su Yang, believed the pit bull would win. The pit bull was ferocious, and without a leash, it opened its bloody mouth and lunged directly at Teddy at breakneck speed. Woof! But at that moment, Teddy suddenly lost his temper, growling and glaring fiercely at the pit bull. Then, a startling scene unfolded. The previously ferocious pit bull suddenly fled, turning and running, then hiding in fear behind Zhao Wenbin. Everyone present was stunned, their eyes filled with disbelief. The pit bull, was it scared? Was it scared away by a teddy bear? Fuck, what the hell are you doing back here? Go and bite it, Zhao Wenbin reacted and angrily ordered the pit bull. But no matter what he ordered, the pit bull refused to move forward, even its legs trembling, and finally collapsed to the ground. Fuck. I bet everything on this, and you're just giving up. Go to hell, Zhao Wenbin was furious. At this time, Su Yang said calmly, Zhao Wenbin, you lost, so honor the bet, young Master Su. I don't accept it. My dog has a problem, this match doesn't count, Zhao Wenbin gritted his teeth. It doesn't count, Su Yang's face darkened upon hearing this, and he said coldly, Zhao Wenbin, in Jiangbei, no one has ever dared to default on a gambling debt from young Master Su. If you don't pay me today, I'll go find your father. I believe the head of the Zhao family will seek justice for me. No, don't tell my father. Zhao Wenbin's expression was extremely embarrassed. After hesitating for a few seconds, he finally gritted his teeth and transferred the money to Su Yang. Wow, young Master Su, you actually won. This is so shocking. Wang Fuge, who was standing next to him, was even more excited than Su Yang. A teddy scared off a pit bull. Who would believe that, as expected of young Master Su, you have a good eye for dogs. A white cat is amazing. Haha, Wang Fuge first expressed his excitement, then looked at Zhao Wenbin and demanded, don't just transfer the money. Where are the Bentley keys? You're a scoundrel. Zhao Wenbin glared at Wang Fuge angrily and pulled out a pair of exquisite car keys. I'm just a mean guy, so what? Wang Fuge walked over and reached for the car keys, but Zhao Wenbin was reluctant to let go and held them tightly, so Wang Fuge pulled hard. Car keys, give them to you. Seeing Wang Fuge get the keys, Su Yang pointed at Zhao Wenbin's neck, raised the corner of his mouth and said, give me the jade pendant, what are you so arrogant about? You're going to die tonight. Zhao Wenbin was furious, but thinking of this, he felt better, so he said, young Master Su, I am willing to accept the loss this time. I will send someone to deliver the antique watches and other things to you when I get home. As he said that, Zhao Wenbin handed the jade pendant to Su Yang. Su Yang took the jade pendant and put it in his pocket without leaving a trace. He then smiled and said, Zhao Wenbin, many dogs suffer from cartilage disease these days. You must be unlucky that your dog just happened to be sick. Let's play another round when we have a chance. Cartilage disease? I see. Zhao Wenbin suddenly realized it. Then he looked at Su Yang, a cold glint in his eyes, and said inexplicably, young Master Su, I'm afraid we won't have the chance to gamble again. What's wrong? Are you going to quit gambling? Su Yang asked. Haha, I guess so, Zhao Wenbin answered ambiguously, then took the pitbull and left the scene with his two subordinates. Watching Zhao Wenbin walk away, Su Yang narrowed his eyes slightly, a sneer on his lips. Chapter 19 Low-Grade Spirit Stone. Su Yang had lived for 100,000 years, and he could see through the minds of ordinary people at a glance. From Zhao Wenbin's behavior, he had already guessed that the person behind this was murderous. Su Jinghan, I hope it's not you, otherwise I wouldn't have any scruples. Su Yang's face was expressionless. He was always ruthless to those who wanted to kill him. Look at his miserable appearance. He wants to quit gambling after losing only once. It really brings shame to the Jiangbei dandy people. At this moment, Wang Fuge first despised Zhao Wenbin, then came over and said with a smile, young Master Su, you took 2 million from me yesterday and said you would return it double. Su Yang naturally would not default on his debt. He directly transferred 5 million to Wang Fuge and said, the extra 1 million is like me buying a white cat. Fuck, young Master Su, who are you looking down on? Am I such a stingy person? Wang Fuga said angrily. Isn't it just a dog? What's wrong with giving it to you? If you give me an extra million, isn't it the same as slapping me in the face? Su Yang glanced at him, and said lightly, then transfer me another 1 million. Young Master Su, you know me well. I like to be slapped in the face by you. Wang Fuga laughed meanly. How about you transfer me another 2 million? What are you thinking about? Su Yang frowned. Haha, Wang Fuga smiled, then his eyes fell on Teddy, his curiosity growing. Young Master Su, you just said that Zhao Wenbin's pitbull has rickets, is that true? What do you think? How would I know? Wang Fuga looked at the white cat carefully, and said to himself, I always feel that this Teddy is different from before. I can't tell exactly where the difference is. Young Master Su, you said that the pit bull's limbs are trembling and it can't stand steadily. Could it be because it is afraid of this Teddy? As soon as the words came out, before Su Yang responded, Wang Fuga shook his head and laughed at himself. I'm so stupid, I actually had such an idea. How could a pit bull be afraid of Teddy? Su Yang smiled lightly, and did not continue the topic, but said, okay, I won't chat with you anymore. Give me the Bentley car keys. I have something to do and need to go home. Okay. Wang Fuga handed the car keys to Su Yang, and then reminded, young Master Su, don't forget the big event tonight. Well, I can't forget. I'm leaving first. Su Yang smiled, then carried the white cat away in his Bentley Mulsanne. Hey, I thought the white cat was truly the supreme dog, possessing a kingly aura. I was planning on taking it to victory in the dog-fighting arena. Turns out this time it was just a fluke, a blind cat stumbling upon a dead mouse, encountering a bone-chilling opponent. Wang Fuga, with a look of regret on his face, drove off as well. He and young Master Su were not in the same school, but ever since they had teamed up to take down the school's leaders had begun to show him concern. Even the principal regularly visited Wang Fuga for heart-to-heart talks and showed him great care. There was nothing the principal could do. He feared his school would be razed if he wasn't careful. So, from then on, Wang Fuga could skip classes at will. The principal was even hoping he'd skip classes every day, so the school would be safe. It was still early, and Wang Fuga had just received 5 million yuan. So he planned to find a high-end club and test his limits. As for Su Yang, he drove to the villa complex in Yunlongjiang. This is the gathering place of Jiang Bei's wealthy, with beautiful scenery and extremely valuable land. Every prominent family in Jiang Bei has acquired property in Yunlong Lake. Of course, these are just villas. Some prominent families have also invested heavily in manors. Jiang Bei's 4 major families, the Su, Li, Wang, Duang, and Nalan, all have their own manors. However, beyond the manors, the villa district of Yunlong Lake is considered a prime location, a gathering place for celebrities. Years ago, Su Yang's mother purchased a 3-story villa with river views here, and Su Yang grew up there, but he hasn't been back since his mother passed away. Today, Su Yang once again entered the villa, which had been unused for years, climbed over the gate, and with a touch of spiritual energy, pried open the security lock on the living room door. The villa was spotless, clearly meticulously maintained. Su Yang paused in the living room, slowly surveying the surrounding furnishings and decorations, evoking memories of that time. Su Shenpin didn't take over as patriarch of the Su family, Su Jingguo didn't join the army, and his mother didn't die. The 4 of Su Yang lived together in a warm and happy life. Every little memory brought back memories. Unconsciously, Su Yang's eyes welled up. I haven't cried in a long time. Family love, blood is thicker than water, it's so desirable. Young Master Su, from now on, I will be you. Your family will be my family. Go with peace of mind. Su Yang took a deep breath, dispelling the last remaining obsession of his former host. Then he strode up the 3rd floor and into young Master Su's former room. Then, Su Yang sat cross-legged and pulled out the jade pendant he had won from Zhao Wenbin from his pocket. After carefully examining it, Su Yang was overjoyed and exclaimed excitedly, spiritual energy, haha, I was right. The jade pendant actually contains a small amount of spiritual energy. Earlier, during the dog fight, Su Yang had been attracted by Zhao Wenbin's jade pendant, vaguely sensing its extraordinary qualities, which was why he had let Zhao Wenbin use it as a bet. As he expected, the jade pendant indeed contains spiritual energy. What a shame, the spiritual energy content is so low, barely a low-grade spirit stone. In the past, I wouldn't even pick it up if it dropped on the ground, I'd even step on it. Su Yang was slightly disappointed, but soon felt relieved. This is Earth,
where spiritual energy is depleted. A low-grade spirit stone is good enough. What's the big deal? I've broken through to the first level of key training, but haven't consolidated it yet. This jade pendant has solved my immediate problem. Su Yang smiled, then grasped the jade pendant and began to practice the 9-nether prison suppression technique. The next moment, a steady stream of spiritual energy flowed from the jade pendant and was absorbed into Su Yang's body. This cycle repeated for about half an hour before it stopped, and the jade pendant was reduced to dust. It's truly a super-grade technique, capable of unleashing the full potential of spirit stones. It's just a low-grade spirit stone, yet it's more useful than a mid-grade one. Su Yang chuckled softly. So, with 2 more low-grade spirit stones, I can break through to the second level of key training. Spirit stones appear in clusters. If there's a low-grade spirit stone, there must be more on Earth. Su Yang muttered to himself. Zhao Wenbin said the jade pendant was given to his mother by a friend. Perhaps that person has a similar spirit stone. An idea suddenly struck Su Yang, who secretly took note. Then, Su Yang remained in his riverside villa, cultivating. It was a quiet place, uninterrupted. Xiao Ting visited twice. The first time, he checked the living room surveillance camera and then left. But soon, Xiao Ting returned, carrying dinner, and placed it outside Su Yang's room. He knocked on the door to let Su Yang eat, then left without waiting for him to emerge. In reality, he didn't need to tell her. Su Yang's perceptiveness was astonishing. From the moment Xiao Ting entered the villa, Su Yang had sensed his presence, but he hadn't pointed it out. It was 8 o'clock in the evening. At the Su family manor, in Su Shenbing's study, he said, Xiao Ting, what do you think Su Yang is doing at the riverside villa? Su Shenbing stood outside the window, gazing up at the starry sky at a 45-degree angle. Xiao Ting responded, maybe he missed his wife. When I was watching the surveillance, I found that the young master was standing in the living room crying. Oh, Su Shenbing sighed and said, it's been 5 years. Yuan has been gone for 5 whole years. Su Yang asked me before, wanting to know how her mother died, but the person who killed Yuan. Oh, Su Yang is just a waste. How can I tell him the truth? Master, don't be discouraged. Xiao Ting tried to comfort him first, and then suddenly remembered something, so he said, Master, I watched a video outside the villa today and found something strange. The young master opened the anti-theft lock without using a key. After hearing this, Su Shenbing's eyes suddenly lit up, his face full of surprise, and asked as if to confirm, are you serious? Chapter 20 The fish is hooked. Absolutely true, Xiao Ting replied. I can open the security lock without a key, but it requires profound internal strength. Could it be? Su Shenbing was instantly excited, speculating excitedly. Could it be that Su Yang has been hiding his abilities and isn't actually a loser, but a martial arts master? That, Xiao Ting was momentarily bewildered. Master, I'm urging you not to lose heart, but you shouldn't be so arrogant. A martial arts master? Don't you know what the eldest young master is like? How could you associate him with a martial arts master? I'm stupid. Su Shenbing seemed to realize the problem as well, smiling bitterly and shaking his head. I almost forgot. Su Yang has no other skills, but he's an expert at climbing over walls and picking locks. Xiao Ting, there are signs of prying on the security door, right, Master? No, the security lock is intact, Xiao Ting replied truthfully. What? Su Shenbing exclaimed in surprise. Whether I use internal energy to force it open or use tricks to pry it open, the security lock is useless. How did Su Yang actually open it? Strange. This is so strange. Puzzled, Su Shenbing couldn't help but wonder, could it be that Su Yang has a special talent for lockpicking? Master, at this moment, Xiao Ting couldn't help but say, I remember you went to the riverside villa to clean a few days ago. Did you forget to lock it that day? Hearing this, Su Shenbing paused, his face darkening, a hint of disappointment. That seems to be the case, as Su Yang's father, Su Shenbing never gave up on nurturing his son's talent. Martial arts, finance, Su Shenbing had tried them since childhood, but young Su had no talent. Later, he enrolled young Su in vocal music, dance, and other training courses, but young Su failed to master any of them. When Xiao Ting just heard young Su open the door without a key, he had assumed his son had a natural talent for lockpicking. While this talent might seem a bit tasteless, it's still exceptional. Don't treat lockpicking as a talent. Later, when you go out for drinks,
You can brag to the other family heads about how my son Su Yang is a top-notch lockpicking expert. But now, he forgot to lock the door himself? Su Shenping was so disappointed that he couldn't help but sigh. Son, when will you make me happy? Hey, patriarch, the eldest young master is already very motivated. Last night he even asked to learn martial arts from me, Xiao Ting consoled him. He's already 20, what's the point of learning martial arts? Su Shenping attacked him at first, then said with a complicated expression, don't say he has no qualifications, even if he is gifted, it's too late. The man who killed Yu Ain has already come to Jiangbei. The Su family is about to face an unprecedented catastrophe. Xiao Ting asked doubtfully, Master, is it that serious? Yeah, Su Shenping continued, you are the person I trust the most, so it's okay to tell you, that man's strength is too strong. The old man's old injury relapsed because of him, Su Shenping continued, he is the mortal enemy of our Su family. Fortunately, some time ago, the old man suffered a serious injury and severely injured him. He should not appear in the short term, but this is always a hidden danger. Xiao Ting couldn't help asking, Master, the eldest lady is a female warrior goddess, famous in China. What kind of background does that person have to dare to be an enemy of the Su family? You have followed me since you were 10 years old. There are many things you don't understand, and there is no point in telling you, Su Shenping said calmly. However, you must know that there are always people better than you. Besides, Jingo already holds an official position, representing the country. There are many matters that are inconvenient and cannot be interfered with. Otherwise, alright, enough talk today. Xiao Ting, you should leave. Don't let anything go wrong tonight, Su Shenping said sternly. Yes, Xiao Ting obeyed and immediately left the study. After he left, Su Shenping looked up at the starry sky and couldn't help but mutter to himself, Yuan, it's all my fault for being useless. I couldn't protect you. 5 years have passed. Are you okay over there, at this moment? Elsewhere, Su Yang sat cross-legged, his eyes slightly closed, practicing the 9-nether prison suppression technique. He also found time to learn an immortal technique and an esoteric art. In his previous life as the Xuantian Immortal Emperor, Su Yang mastered not 3,000 top-level immortal arts, but nearly as many. Each of these arts was powerful enough to establish a new sect, capable of pluck stars and grabbing moons. However, since Su Yang was only at the first level of key training, his spiritual energy was too weak to wield powerful immortal arts, so he simply learned the simple water ball technique. With a 3-second hand gesture, he could condense his spiritual energy into a water ball the size of an apple, its destructive power undeniable. As for secret techniques, Su Yang had many in his mind, even forbidden techniques capable of annihilating the heavens and the earth. However, with his current spiritual energy, he simply couldn't use powerful secret techniques. So, after much deliberation, Su Yang only learned the disguise technique. As the name suggests, the disguise technique can change one's appearance, body shape, and voice. Most importantly, it requires no spiritual energy. Furthermore, the disguise technique Su Yang mastered had a remarkable function, using spiritual energy to create a dragon-headed mask. Once donned, the mask radiated an awe-inspiring power, leaving ordinary people without the courage to even approach. Before he knew it, the night had already passed, and it was already early morning. Su Yang glanced at the time, grabbed his car keys, and pushed the door open. Outside, the dinner Xiao Ting had delivered was still waiting. Su Yang, now a key training level cultivator, could easily go 10 days without food, so he left the food untouched, leaving it for the white cat. White cat, I'm going out to run something. You stay here to look after the house. With that, Su Yang descended from the 3rd floor and immediately spotted the security camera in the living room. He ignored it, driving his Bentley Mulsanne out of the Riverside Villa and heading for Bohemia University. About half an hour later, Su Yang arrived at his destination, which was already filled with bulldozers. Because it was late at night, and Bohemia University was located in the suburbs, the bulldozers were parked in wasteland, making them difficult to spot. As Su Yang stepped out of the car, Wang Fuga greeted him with a flattering smile. Young Master Su, everything is ready. Shall we start now? Su Yang glanced around at the 50 bulldozers, a playful smile playing on his lips. He chuckled, don't worry. Wait a little longer. Someone else hasn't arrived yet. Who? Wang Fuga asked curiously. I don't know, Su Yang smiled, a murderous intent glimmering in his eyes. Since the mastermind behind tonight's plot was to kill him, Su Yang was certain that the person would come in person. This was also the purpose of Su Yang's grand plan. About 10 minutes later, Su Yang suddenly looked towards the 4 o'clock direction, his eyes sharp and his mouth raised with a sneer. Fish, it's hooked. Chapter 21 The Truth. At 4 o'clock, it was pitch black, with visibility less than 3 meters. Uncle Wang, I'm sorry to bother you with coming with me at this late hour, Zhao Wenbin said, looking apologetically at the man in the black robe next to him. Wenbin, don't be so formal with me. I'm an old friend of your mother, so it's my duty to help you. The man in black robe looked at Zhao Wenbin and said with a smile, besides, you have taken good care of me during my time in Jiangbei. I think this is my way of repaying you. Well, thank you, Uncle Wang. Zhao Wenbin first thanked him, then looked in the direction of Su Yang and sneered. The second young master Su is really cautious. He is worried that Su Yang will have a psychological trauma and dare not drive the bulldozer again, so he arranged double insurance, but this is totally unnecessary. The eldest young master Su is very proud. There are 2 of my men among the bulldozer drivers. I have already told them that when the time comes, just a few words to provoke Su Yang and he will definitely drive the bulldozer. Zhao Wenbin smiled playfully, and in the northernmost part of Jinling University, there is a laboratory with explosive materials. My men will lure Su Yang to push the laboratory, and Su Yang will definitely be blown to pieces. However, double insurance is also good. Thinking of this, Zhao Wenbin looked at the man in black robe and said politely, Uncle Wang, if Su Yang does not push the laboratory as planned, please kill him. You are not from Jiangbei. After killing Su Yang, young Master Su will arrange for you to leave here, and no one will find out about me and young Master Su, Zhao Wenbin said. Okay, it's just a piece of trash. With my abilities, I won't leave any traces. The black-robed man, confident, turned his gaze to Zhao Wenbin's neck and asked, Wenbin, I gave you the jade pendant. I saw you wearing it this morning. Why is it gone now, Uncle Wang? Let me explain. Zhao Wenbin didn't hide anything and told the truth. I lost the jade pendant in a dogfight this morning. What? That jade pendant is made of energy stone. It's invaluable. It emits a beneficial aura. Wearing it year-round can keep away illness. How could you use it as gambling money? The black-robed man was furious and pressed. Who did you lose to? Su Yang. Su Yang. The black-robed man frowned, then breathed a sigh of relief. That's fine. I'll take the jade pendant back when he's dead. I'm sorry, Uncle Wang. I didn't know that jade pendant was so precious. Zhao Wenbin apologized. No need to apologize, Wenbin. I was too anxious just now, so my attitude wasn't very nice. Don't be angry, the black-robed man said with a kind smile. How could I be angry with Uncle Wang? Zhao Wenbin smiled softly, then said, Uncle Wang, I wonder if Su Yang has the jade pendant with him. What if he drives a bulldozer to push the laboratory? Will the jade pendant be shattered? No, the energy stone is incredibly strong. Not only would it explode, but even a master of Huajin wouldn't be able to destroy it, the black-robed man said. That's good, Zhao Wenbin nodded, then chuckled grimly. Su Yang, this time, you're doomed, really? But before Zhao Wenbin could finish his words, a cold voice suddenly echoed. Then, Su Yang appeared, stepping towards him. Su. Young Master Su, Zhao Wenbin was startled, his face suddenly changing color, and he took 2 steps back in panic. After a pause of several seconds, he came back to his senses and mustered up the courage to laugh. Young Master Su, how did you suddenly show up? You scared me to death, haha. Su Yang stopped and stared at Zhao Wenbin, his lips curled up. Shouldn't I be the one asking you this? It's so late. What are you doing sneaking around here? Zhao Wenbin hurriedly explained. Young Master Su, aren't you going to raise the school? I like the hustle and bustle, so I came to check it out. Shut up. Su Yang's smile suddenly dropped, his eyes stern as he said, I heard everything you just said, Zhao Wenbin, you're so bold. You actually colluded with Su Jinghan to set me up. The last time I was buried under the rubble, it was also you and Su Jinghan's doing, right? Su Yang questioned in a deep voice. Zhao Wenbin's expression was very complicated. He instinctively feared young Master Su, but a glance at the black-robed man next to him gave him some confidence. Su Yang, since you already know everything, I won't pretend anymore. Zhao Wenbin, previously timid and submissive, now seemed like a completely different person, sneering arrogantly. Not just last time, I've schemed against you so many times. Su Yang didn't rush to act, but chuckled softly. Oh, what else have you schemed against me? Haha, Su Yang, do you remember 5 years ago? Zhao Wenbin said provocatively. I don't remember, then I'll help you recall, Zhao Wenbin said playfully. 5 years ago, not long after your mother passed away, you were heartbroken and very depressed, so I asked you out for a drink, and the next day, it turned out to be a big news, you got drunk and slept with Zhang Zuir. The key is that Zhang Zuir is your fiancé's best friend, haha, you were so drunk at the time. If I hadn't secretly helped you, how could you have crawled into Zhang Zuir's room? So it was you, Su Yang suddenly realized, and the memory of that year came to his mind. Back then, young Master Su wasn't a complete dandy. Although equally worthless, he wasn't a life of extravagance and debauchery. But ever since the scandal of him getting drunk and sleeping with Zhang Zuir came to light, young Master Su had resigned himself to his former glory and embarked on a life of excess, enjoying himself in a life of drinking, whoring, and gambling. Zhao Wenbin, was it young Master Su who ordered you to do what happened 5 years ago? Su Yang asked. Of course. After the deed was done, second young Master Su gave me a large sum of money, haha, Zhao Wenbin laughed and said, not only that time, but you actually didn't use Li Fixun as a bet some time ago? We were drinking together that day. You drank too much and were confused. I said that Li Fixun was very beautiful and I liked her very much. I wanted to use her to bet with you, and you directly hit me on the head with a bottle. Zhao Wenbin smiled playfully and said, however, the next day I asked someone to use special means to synthesize your voice, which contained you agreeing to use Li Fixun as a bet. After you sobered up, I played the recording for you. You didn't believe it at first, but later you believed it and started to cheat and refused to do it. I sent someone to knock Li Fixun unconscious, and then said it was you who did it. However, although Li Fixun is beautiful, she is the daughter-in-law of your Su family after all. And the Li family itself is one of the 4 major families in Jiangbei. I definitely wouldn't dare to sleep with her. The reason I did this was just to discredit you, Zhao Wenbin then laughed, so I didn't touch Li Fixun and contacted Li Kiki. This way, your image plummeted, and I became the epitome of integrity, haha, and Su Yang, I'm not afraid of you coming out and claiming you didn't do it, Zhao Wenbin sneered. When second young Master Su set up this scheme, he already had a plan in place. He wanted me to confront you in front of everyone. You're notorious anyway, and everyone will believe me, but I can't understand. First young Master Su, why didn't you come forward to clarify when you clearly didn't knock Li Fixun unconscious? Instead, you took the blame, Zhao Wenbin asked curiously. Why? Su Yang wasn't first young Master Su, but at this moment, he already had the answer in his heart. If you are listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means it was downloaded and re-uploaded without effort. We warmly invite you to visit our channel, Fanfic World. There you will find the original version of this story and many other novels of various genres. We look forward to seeing you dive into a world of incredible novels. Chapter 22 You Want to Kill Me? Just as Zhao Wenbin said, young Master Su was notorious in Jiangbei, so no matter what he did, it wouldn't be surprising. And Zhao Wenbin, although he was also an uneducated young man, his reputation was not that bad. If young Master Su and him had different opinions, everyone would probably choose to believe Zhao Wenbin in the end. Young Master Su knew this very well, so he didn't bother to argue with Zhao Wenbin. After all, he already had enough stains on himself, so this one wouldn't make any difference, so he chose to acquiesce. The memories that Su Yang inherited were intermittent, and many of his previous memories were vague. After listening to Zhao Wenbin's story, Su Yang realized that young Master Su was also a miserable person. 5 years ago, his mother's death had a huge impact on him, and coupled with Zhao Wenbin's frame-up, everyone knew that it was him who got Zhang Zuir pregnant. Since then, young Master Su has been disheartened, self-destructive, and completely sunk into darkness. There is no greater sorrow than a dead heart. Su Yang could understand his helplessness and despair. Perhaps the positive and optimistic young Master Su had died since the day his mother passed away. However, Su Yang would not let it go. This pot was not his, and he would never take it on his shoulders. Zhao Wenbin, you framed me like this, I should have killed you. At this moment, Su Yang stared at Zhao Wenbin and said lightly, but now, I give you a chance. Come back with me to testify against the second young Master Su, and I will reconsider how to punish you. Punish me, Zhao Wenbin sneered when he heard this. Haha, young Master Su, you are so funny. Now that I have told you all this, do you think you still have a chance to survive? Why, do you want to kill me? Su Yang raised his eyebrows. Nonsense,
Do you think I'm stupid? If I don't kill you, you will go back to the Su family and tell Su Shenbing about these things. Not only will I die, but our Zhao family will also suffer a devastating disaster." Zhao Wenbin smiled first, then said politely, "Uncle Wang, thank you for your hard work. You can start now." "Yeah." The black-robed man who had been silent next to him nodded, then his eyes fell on Su Yang, and he said lightly, "Su Yang, I once gave Wenbin a jade pendant. I heard that you won it this afternoon." "Jade pendant?" Su Yang met the gaze of the black-robed man, with a little surprise. "Are you a friend of Zhao Wenbin's mother?" "Yes." The black-robed man's face was covered by a black cloth, and his facial features could not be seen. He said coldly, "Hand over the jade pendant, and I will consider giving you a quick death." "I used the jade pendant and it turned into powder a long time ago," Su Yang said truthfully. "Used it? What do you mean?" "You absorbed the energy from the jade pendant." Su Yang nodded and said, "Yes, thank you for the jade pendant. It's really helped me." "Impossible." "Absolutely not," the black-robed man said in shock and disbelief. "The jade pendant is made of energy stone, and the energy contained in the energy stone is incompatible with true ki. If an ancient martial artist absorbs it, they will explode and die, not to mention your youth. Even a martial arts master above the level of transformation cannot absorb the energy stone." At this point, the black-robed man realized and sneered, "Su Yang, you dare to make fun of me in this situation? You're courting death." As he finished speaking, the black-robed man's eyes glared, and he raised his hand to slap Su Yang. A mere trick. Su Yang stood still. As the black-robed man's palm approached, he formed a seal with one hand. Buzz! The next moment, a wall of energy rose from the ground, blocking Su Yang's way. Immediately afterwards, the black-robed man's palm strike impacted the spiritual energy barrier, sending a terrifying aftermath rippling outward. So powerful. His strength is even stronger than Xiao Ting's. This proves that, when internal energy is cultivated to a certain level, it can still rival spiritual energy. Su Yang took 2 steps back, feeling his blood and ki surge. He was clearly injured, but not seriously injured. Meanwhile, the black-robed man's face was filled with shock, his expression filled with disbelief. "I've been cultivating for 50 years and have already reached the late stage of Huijin. And at your age, you can actually withstand my palm." The black-robed man glared at Su Yang with a stern gaze and said in a deep voice, "Young man, it seems you're not the useless person everyone claims you are, but a supremely gifted ancient martial artist. You talk too much." Su Yang didn't engage in further conversation with the black-robed man. Instead, he retracted his spiritual energy barrier and attacked. Knowing his opponent's strength, Su Yang stopped being complacent and used all his strength. The black-robed man didn't dare to be careless and met the challenge with all his might. Su Yang's body had originally been quite weak, but after undergoing a cleansing of his essence and marrow, its strength had greatly improved. Therefore, Su Yang and the black-robed man fought evenly, a 50-50 draw, with no clear winner for a while. However, the black-robed man grew increasingly frightened as the fight progressed, his eyes filled with fear as he looked at Su Yang. To be so young and yet to challenge me? Even among all the ancient martial arts sects, it's hard to find a match like him. Furthermore, the Zenki he wields is exceptionally strange and powerful, unlike anything I've ever seen. He must have cultivated some supreme skill, monster. This boy must be a genius of the sinister level. We must eliminate him, or we'll have endless trouble. With this thought in mind, the black-robed man dared not hide his weakness. He unleashed his signature skills, forcing Su Yang to retreat step by step. He even seized Su Yang's weakness and sent him flying with a single palm strike. Puff! Su Yang's blood stained the sky as he landed heavily on the ground, his face slightly pale. Seeing this, the black-robed man finally smiled with relief. "Excellent, Uncle Wang, well done." Zhao Wenbin, standing nearby, clapped his hands excitedly, then said provocatively, "Young Master Su, you're truly surprising. I thought you were a worthless bunch, but I didn't expect you'd hide so well and actually possess martial arts. But, unfortunately, my Uncle Wang comes from an ancient martial arts sect. His strength is unfathomable. You'll surely die today, Uncle Wang." "Kill him," Zhao Wenbin challenged, then urged impatiently. "Yes," the black-robed man nodded, his face gloomy as he strode towards Su Yang. "Su Yang, it's all over." "Die?" Su Yang stood up, wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth, a sneer flashing in his eyes. "It's indeed time to end, but the one who's going to die is you." The moment he finished speaking,
Su Yang began to form hand seals with his hands. An apple-sized ball of water gradually formed in his palms, emitting a terrifying pressure that made one feel as if they were falling into an icy cave. Chapter 23, Exploring the Energy Stone. Water Ball Technique. Although this was only a low-level immortal technique, its power was not to be underestimated. However, using the water ball technique required a significant amount of spiritual energy. Su Yang had previously been afraid the black-robed men would dodge, so he hadn't concentrated it easily. Now, the black-robed man, assuming Su Yang was defenseless and having lowered his guard, presented the perfect opportunity to unleash the water ball technique. Bang! Without hesitation, Su Yang immediately launched the water ball technique after the ball had formed. Is this water? The black-robed man's face was filled with horror. Before he could react, the water ball had already struck his chest. Bang! The next moment, a muffled thud echoed, and the black-robed man was sent flying backwards, landing 3 or 4 meters before spitting out a pool of blood. Key taking form. You're actually a martial arts master. The black-robed man was utterly shocked, his voice filled with terror. From the black-robed man's words, Su Yang could tell that a martial arts master was a realm significantly higher than Huajin. With Su Yang's current strength, dealing with a black-robed man in the late Huajin stage was already a struggle, and he was naturally no match for a martial arts master. However, due to the difference in spiritual energy and true energy, the black-robed man mistakenly believed Su Yang to be a martial arts master. Su Yang didn't explain, but strode towards the black-robed man and coldly demanded, "Tell me, how many of the energy stones used to make jade pendants do you have?" The black-robed man pondered for a moment. He could tell the young man wanted the energy stones, so he said, "I don't have any on me, but I know where I must have them." "Where?" Su Yang pressed. The black-robed man gritted his teeth and said, "You can tell me if you want me to, but spare Wenbin and me, or I won't tell you." "Haha, you're not qualified to negotiate with me." Su Yang's eyes glared, and he said in a deep voice, "If you don't, I'll kill you now. My patience is limited. I'll give you 10 seconds. If you miss, death awaits you." As he spoke, a terrifying aura emanated from Su Yang, and the air around him seemed to freeze. "Don't do it, I'm telling you," the man in black robe said hurriedly. "Energy stones are quite precious. Although ancient martial artists cannot absorb the energy in them, wearing them all year round can infect them with the aura in the energy stones, which is good for the body. There must be someone selling them in the Juman black market." "Juman black market?" Su Yang frowned and said, "What place is that? You don't even know this. You are not from the ancient martial arts world? Are you a lucky person, who got the magic power by chance, and practiced it to the current level?" The man in black robe couldn't help guessing. "Don't ask questions you shouldn't," Su Yang said coldly. "What is the Nine Gates black market? Where is it located?" "It's a trading place for ancient martial artists. They can freely buy and sell medicinal herbs, elixirs, weapons, internal energy techniques, and martial arts secrets. Every province in China has a Nine Gates black market." Under Su Yang's pressure, the black-robed man dared not hide anything and told the truth. "On Shongshan Road on the eastern suburbs of Jiangbei, there's a long underground street. That's our province's Nine Gates black market. There are definitely people selling energy stones there." "I see," Su Yang nodded as if understanding. Then, he suddenly raised his hand and strangled the black-robed man's neck. He said expressionlessly, "Sorry, you know too much? You must die." Discarding the black-robed man's body, Su Yang stood up and walked towards Zhao Wenbin, his eyes dark and terrifying. Zhao Wenbin had witnessed Su Yang's murder of the black-robed man with his own eyes. His fear was unbearable. He instantly collapsed to the ground, shaking uncontrollably. Su Yang, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please forgive me. I don't want to die." Zhao Wenbin lost his earlier arrogance and pleaded with a trembling voice. Su Yang looked at Zhao Wenbin and said calmly, "As long as you promise to go back with me and identify Su Jinghan, I won't kill you for now. Otherwise, this day next year will be your death day." "Okay, I do, young Master Su. Don't kill me, I promise." Zhao Wenbin was just speaking when a dart suddenly streaked through the air and pierced his throat. Puff! Zhao Wenbin instinctively covered his throat with his hands, but it was too late. His throat had ruptured, and bright red blood gushed out, dazzling in the pitch-black night. In a split second, Zhao Wenbin collapsed to the ground, his eyes wide open, dead. "Who?" Su Yang frowned, immediately concentrating his water ball technique and throwing it with all his might in the direction of the dart. hitting the person who had launched it without fail. The next moment, a figure dropped from a tree 5 meters away. Su Yang walked over to investigate and discovered the man was dressed in night clothes, completely wrapped in black cloth from head to toe. No wonder he hadn't noticed him at first. The man lay on the ground, the black cloth covering his face stained with blood, gasping for breath. "Who are you? Did Su Jinghan send you?" Su Yang demanded. The man in black remained silent. "Haha, you have a temper. But I have 100 ways to pry your mouth open," Su Yang sneered. But before he could make a move, the man in black vomited black blood, his neck twisted, and he died from the poison. "Huh?" Su Yang frowned deeply, bent down, and pried open the man's mouth. He discovered that the man had been pre-packed with poison in his teeth. Seeing no escape, he bit into the capsule, killing him instantly. Death Squad. Su Yang's heart sank, a sense of crisis rising. He had already given his all against the black-robed man, and now another death squad had appeared, one he hadn't anticipated. If the assassin's dart had been aimed at Su Yang instead of Zhao Wenbin, Su Yang would have been completely unprepared. Even if he had caught it, he would have been injured. Earth is very dangerous. The strength of the first level of key training is simply not enough. But Su Yang really enjoys this feeling. Crisis is the motivation to continue to grow stronger. Those who created crises in my last life have become my stepping stones. Su Yang's lips curled up, and he said with fighting spirit, "This time will be no exception, Shasha." At this moment, hurried footsteps suddenly sounded in the distance. "Xiao Ting, why is he here?" Su Yang suddenly came to his senses and thought to himself, "I guess he was sent by my father. I don't know if Su Jinghan has any experts around him. Besides, Zhao Wenbin is dead, and there is no evidence. Given young Master Su's personality, I'm afraid no one will believe anything he says. Forget it, I'd better hide my strength for a few more days. Wait until I break through to the second level of key training, and then I'll settle the score with Su Jinghan, but now there are 3 bodies here, and Xiao Ting is here again. How can I explain it without arousing suspicion?" Su Yang's thoughts raced, and finally the corners of his mouth curled up. He thought of a perfect solution. Chapter 24 The whole story. Xiao Ting has been very busy these past few days. Some time ago, the eldest son, driving a bulldozer to demolish a school, was buried beneath the rubble. The head of the family, believing the matter to be serious, assigned him to investigate covertly without alerting the enemy. After much detour, Xiao Ting traced the case back to the Zhao family. The Zhao family, a middle-class family in Jiangbei, thrived on real estate, making it easy to access bulldozers. Following this lead, Xiao Ting easily tracked down Zhao Wenbin, only to learn that Zhao Wenbin had acquired 50 more bulldozers tonight. While this was done in secret, Xiao Ting, a background in investigation, still managed to spot the clues. Is the eldest son planning to demolish Bohemia University? This thought unnerved Xiao Ting. Without even notifying Su Shenbing, he headed straight for Bohemia University. As he approached Bohemia University, he saw 50 bulldozers gathered in the wasteland, and his heart skipped a beat. After a careful look, he breathed a sigh of relief. He was thankful he'd arrived just in time, ahead of the young master. If he'd been a moment later, the young master would have been in grave danger. Young master, you're a loser, and no one would blame you for living a life of luxury. But why do you insist on picking on the school? You haven't even recovered from your injuries for 2 days, and you're already planning to demolish the school. Do you think it's a game? You keep pushing one building after another, can't you just stop for a while? Xiao Ting gazed at the bulldozers in the wasteland and gave a bitter smile. Help! Suddenly, a cry for help rang out from the distant darkness. Why does that sound familiar? Xiao Ting frowned, pondering for a few seconds before his heart tightened. Oh no! It's the young master. Realizing it was Su Yang who was calling for help, Xiao Ting swiftly dashed through the darkness. 10 seconds later, he spotted Su Yang. Su Yang lay on the ground, his hair disheveled, his clothes and face stained with blood, looking utterly miserable. Next to him lay 3 bodies, one of them Zhao Wenbin. The other 2, one in a black robe and the other in a nightgown, were indistinct, their faces unclear, and it was unclear who they were. Xiao Ting, you're finally here. I was so scared. I thought I was going to die, Su Yang said in mock panic, his body trembling. Young master, Xiao Ting hurried over, asking with concern, are you okay? Are you hurt? No. Help me up, Su Yang said in a trembling voice, looking terrified. Xiao Ting obeyed, helping Su Yang to his feet. He couldn't help but ask, "Young master, what happened? How did the Zhao family's son die here? Who are the other two, and how did they die? Fuck you. Why are you asking so many questions? My mind is blanking. How can I answer you? Call my dad. I want to go home. I don't want to be around dead people." "Hurry," Su Yang said in panic, perfectly portraying the frivolous and cowardly character of young Master Su. "Yes," Xiao Ting responded respectfully, then dialed Su Shenping's phone number and briefly explained the situation. Su Yang then asked Xiao Ting to take him back to the Su family. Before leaving, the two of them stopped by the bulldozer. "Young Master Su, you left in such a hurry just now. What were you doing? Are you still going to demolish the school? We'll be exposed if we stay any longer." Wang Fuge was speaking when he suddenly saw Su Yang's face covered in blood. He exclaimed worriedly, "Oh my god, young Master Su, what's wrong with you? It's a long story." "Wang Fuge, please get the bulldozer out now," Su Yang said. "Damn it, young Master Su, you're not mistaken, are you? We've already spent the money, how can you just withdraw like that? I was hoping to join you in a big move." Xiao Ting. Wang Fuge's silence was instantly silenced upon seeing Xiao Ting. As a close associate of young Master Su, he naturally knew the captain of the Su family's secret guards and was even a little intimidated. He tactfully ordered the bulldozer driver to evacuate the scene. Su Yang and Xiao Ting didn't stop, quickly disappearing into the night. Half an hour later, 3 bodies lay in the living room of the Su family manor: Zhao Wenbin, the man in black robes, and the assassin. Su Shenbing sat upright in a chair, Xiao Ting standing beside him. Notably, Su Jing'an was also there. As for Su Yang, he had changed into clean clothes, and his nervousness seemed to have subsided considerably. "Xiao Ting, have you identified the 3 deceased?" Su Shenbing asked with a serious expression. "We've checked it out," Xiao Ting replied. "That young man is Zhao Wenbin, the second son of the Zhao family in Jiangbei. The man in the nightgown has a totem on his arm, confirming he's a member of the D country's death squad. As for the man in the black robe, his identity is quite unique. His origins are extraordinary." Xiao Ting's face was solemn as he added, "He's a well-known master in the ancient martial arts world. Master of the mountain-splitting palm, Wang Pingchuan, the mountain-splitting palm." Su Shenping instantly stood up, surprised. "Isn't he a late-stage Huijin master? Even stronger than you? How could he have died in Jiangbei?" Xiao Ting shook his head and said, "That's something you'll have to ask the eldest young master." Swish, swish, swish. In an instant, the eyes of the 3 people in the living room fell on Su Yang. Su Jinghan, in particular, stared at him intently, eager to know what had happened tonight. "Su Yang, tell me, what happened?" Su Shenbing demanded seriously. "Dad," Su Yang stopped pretending to panic. After all, he was a wealthy young man with his sister's support. If he pretended to panic too much, it would seem deliberate. So, Su Yang smiled softly and said, "This is what happened. Tonight, I asked Zhao Wenbin to find me 50 bulldozers, and then we gathered outside Bohemia University. When I arrived, I received a message from Zhao Wenbin asking me to find him in the woods." "Wait a minute," Su Shenping asked with a dark face, "you little bastard, what the hell did you contact the bulldozers for to go to Bohemia University?" "That's not important," Su Yang changed the subject and continued, "When I got there, I found Zhao Wenbin and the man in black robe waiting for me. As soon as he saw me, he asked for the jade pendant." "What jade pendant?" Su Shenping interrupted. "I had a dog fight with Zhao Wenbin this morning and won a lot of things, including the jade pendant he always wears." "You went dog fighting?" Su Shenping gritted his teeth and said, "Damn it, Su Yang, can't you just stay home and be a quiet loser? Damn it, Dad, are you having fun? You keep interrupting me. I'm done, going back to bed." Su Yang was furious and immediately gave up, accurately grasping the character of the young Master Su. "Stop, keep talking, I promise not to interrupt you," Su Shenbing promised. He had no choice. He didn't dare to use force in front of his son. It wasn't because he was afraid of him, but because he was afraid of Su Jingguo. "That's more like it," Su Yang continued. "That bastard Zhao Wenbin has no gambling ethics. He wants to shirk his debt, and I don't know where he got the courage from. He actually found an accomplice and tried to snatch the jade pendant from me." The guy in the black robe was very powerful. "I couldn't resist. I was about to return the jade pendant, but suddenly a man in black appeared. The man in black had no martial ethics. He attacked from behind and hit the man in the chest with a dart, then another dart came and killed Zhao Wenbin. Su Yang lied, I was scared to death and didn't know what to do. Fortunately, the man in black was not dead. Before he died, he slapped the man in black with a backhand palm. That's how I was left alive at the scene. I was so scared that my legs went weak and I screamed for help. But Xiao Ting showed up in time, Su Yang concluded. That's basically what happened. You all know what happened next. After hearing the whole story, Su Shenbing and the others looked at each other in confusion. The scene was very quiet. Chapter 25. Thank you, my good brother. Su Yang, are you saying that the country D assassins ambushed and killed Zhao Wenbin and the black-robed man, and that the black-robed man killed the country D assassins before he died? Su Shenbing asked after a few seconds, as if to confirm. Not entirely true, Su Yang cursed. The country D assassins ambushed the black-robed man, but not Zhao Wenbin. That idiot Zhao Wenbin doesn't know martial arts, so there was no need for a sneak attack to kill him, and the country D assassins and the black-robed man should have both wanted to kill me, but they probably didn't know each other, so they ended up killing each other. Otherwise, I'd be screwed, Su Yang said with relief. Su Shenbing, half believing, ordered Xiao Ting. Xiao Ting, check the wound. Yes, Xiao Ting obeyed, then carefully examined it. Then he said, reporting to the patriarch, as the eldest young master said, the country D assassin and Wang Pingchuan perished together. And Zhao Wenbin was indeed killed by the country D assassin, his throat slashed by a dart. A subtle smile flickered across Su Yang's lips upon hearing this. With his abilities, faking injuries was easy. Okay, I see. Su Shenbing looked first at Wang Pingchuan, then at the country D assassin. The black cloth covering the assassin's face had been removed, revealing his features to be utterly hideous. Su Shenbing stared at them for a moment, finally lamenting, the dignified founding master, Wang Pingchuan, perished at the hands of such an ugly creature. How tragic, ugly creature. Su Yang's face darkened, his face nearly cursing in anger. He had personally killed Wang Pingchuan, the man in the black robe, yet his father claimed he died at the hands of that ugly creature. Damn it. Master, Wang Pingchuan is incredibly powerful, and I admit I'm not as strong as him. The eldest young master has already said that the ugly creature who killed him was a scoundrel. He attacked him from the dark, otherwise Wang Pingchuan wouldn't have died, Xiao Ting added. What? A scoundrel? Damn it, you're the scoundrel, and your whole family is a scoundrel. Su Yang was furious. Indeed, Su Shenbing nodded slightly, then looked at Su Yang and reminded him, Su Yang, have you offended Zhao Wenbin recently? Why would he want to kill you? Su Jinghan, who was standing nearby, glanced over at him, looking nervous, eager to hear Su Yang's answer. Su Yang noticed the change in Su Jinghan's expression and was already certain. However, he was frustrated by his lack of evidence, so he deliberately said, that guy must be sorely missing out. I won so much from him today. Su Jinghan breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing Su Yang's response, thankful that he hadn't been exposed. What's the story behind that country D assassin? Why did they kill you? Su Shenbing continued. I don't know about that. Dad, you need to investigate quickly and find the murderer. I don't want to be secretly murdered while visiting the club, Su Yang said. You still want to go to the club? Su Shenbing gritted his teeth and said, you little bastard, until the mastermind behind this is found, you're not allowed to go anywhere. Stay home, Xiao Ting, from today on, you're keeping an eye on him. He's not allowed to leave the manor without my order. Yes, Xiao Ting responded respectfully. Fuck, Dad, you're going to put me in solitary confinement. Su Yang was immediately displeased. His eyes fell on Su Jinghan and he said, brother, please plead for me. I don't want to be put in solitary confinement anymore, brother, don't worry. Su Jinghan pushed his gold-rimmed glasses, a warm smile on his face, and said softly, Godfather, putting brother in solitary confinement won't solve any problems. You should just take back your decision, Jinghan. I know you have a good relationship, but I've made up my mind. You don't have to plead for him. It's useless, Su Shenbing said lightly. Godfather, listen to me. Only by releasing Big Brother can we lure out the murderer. Su Jinghan laughed. If you keep Big Brother in solitary confinement, the murderer won't have a chance to strike. When will we finally find him? Su Shenbing suddenly understood. You mean, you want to use Su Yang as bait? Yes, Su Jinghan continued, since the person behind this dares to kill Big Brother, they might also target other members of the Su family. It's better to find them sooner rather than later. to avoid further complications. Also, you could send Xiao Ting to secretly protect Big Brother. With Xiao Ting's strength, there are only a handful of people in Jiangbei who could stealthily eliminate Big Brother. Big Brother will definitely be safe, Su Jinghan said with a smile. Haha, that's a great idea, Su Shanbing applauded, then said, Jinghan, you're truly my adopted son. You're so thoughtful. Thank you, Godfather, Su Jinghan said humbly. Not arrogant or impatient. Very good. Su Shanbing first praised Su Jinghan, then looked at Su Yang and said calmly, Su Yang, you don't have to be grounded anymore. Go wherever you want from now on. Xiao Ting will protect you from the shadows, Su Yang sneered inwardly, perhaps guessing Su Jinghan's intention. If Su Yang stayed at the Su family manor, he would have fewer opportunities to strike again. Only when Su Yang was free from grounding would he have more opportunities. However, this played into Su Yang's hands. If Su Jinghan attacked again, he would find a flaw and kill him. But on the surface, Su Yang smiled gratefully, haha, my good brother, you're amazing. Now I'm not only free from grounding, but I also have a powerful bodyguard like Xiao Ting. From now on, when I go out and show off, I don't think anyone will dare to mess with me. I don't have to be afraid of that Li Kiki anymore. Thank you, my good brother, naive. Su Jinghan sneered inwardly, but his expression was flattered. He said, brother, don't be so polite with me. Well, good brother, next time we get a chance, I'll take you to a high-end club to have some fun. It's my treat, and I'll pick out the most beautiful technicians for you. Su Yang smiled. Is one enough? If not, I'll find you 10 or 8. I guarantee you'll be perfectly comfortable. Get lost. Before Su Jinghan could reply, Su Shanbing cursed, you little bastard. It's okay if you're just being bad, but don't drag Jinghan along with you. Get lost. I don't want to see you. Seeing his father's rage, Su Yang hurried out of the hall and back to his room. Foster father, I'm leaving too. It's so late, you should get some rest. Su Jinghan smiled gently, turning and walking out of the hall slowly. Watching Su Yang and Su Jinghan leave, Su Shanbing couldn't help but sigh. Alice, Su Yang, that brat, has no real skills and a hot-headed personality. He only cares about pleasure and will never amount to anything great. On the other hand, Jinghan is calm, polite, humble, and has the demeanor of a family head. Su Shanbing sighed. Alice, if only Jinghan were my own son, what a pity. Su Shanbing was still praising Su Jinghan, but what he didn't know was that at this moment, Su Jinghan had returned to his room, locked the door, his face gloomy, and angrily destroyed the furnishings in the room. End of this chapter. Thank you so much for reading until the end. Don't forget to give it a like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription or donation encourages us to continue. Thank you all. See you in the next video.